when you're up against 2 of them, or even 3 of them, they can take away armor pretty fucking quick, even for an Atlas.
You're not wrong, but the thing is, like, he only had 1, and I just had to get close to the 1.
No, these guys had 2.
Ugh. Yeah, see, no, that's just nasty. And meanwhile, this is Dueling Dragons, and I'm just...
I was literally absorbing an LRM 95.
And that is DD, who's trying to talk over everybody. Yep. And I am the Angry Dragon, and with us is Janji, or Animation, or our buddy Dio.
I'm a taco.
And he's a taco.
I feel like I'm chicken. I'm a chicken.
And we're back with Dueling Dragons, and Das Wiggles today is playing MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, getting his merc on.
Oh god, yeah, fucking it's like I've got MechWarrior now, fucking it's MechWarrior 5, I've got co-op, I've got people who actually know what the fuck MechWarrior is, and they don't just respond with, hey, why aren't you playing Warhammer? It's like, fuck you.
No, we don't talk about Warhammer, that is heresy here.
Ah.
Hey, wait a minute, that was heresy talking about Warhammer like that. Wait a minute, this guy's not kosher.
Alright, DD.
You know what's not kosher? Warhammer took BattleTech shit.
He's not wrong.
BattleTech was the first modern tabletop outside of D&D.
Yeah.
So Warhammer literally ripped off most of their mechanics from the original BattleTech.
Well, I mean, a lot of Warhammer like types actually like they're sprung from elementals. They're just variants of.
Yep.
Anyway,
like the whole concept of the tabletop strategic turn-based combat came from BattleTech.
yeah, he's not wrong.
Sure.
There we go. Fucking yeah.
Because if a
You're a black silhouette, but that doesn't matter as long as the game fucking works.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's like it doesn't matter as long as the pilots fucking
Are you
work.
seeing everything? Is everything working?
Yeah. Like I'm seeing the proper colors and the whole 9. I mean,
Am I in color?
yeah,
you're
no.
a silhouette.
Okay.
Well, you're not really. So
Am I a black silhouette, or do you see green?
I don't
This one's
see.
gray.
Yeah, I don't see green. I see gray. I see lighter gray. I see black.
Unless you.
Yeah, you are just literally a solid black silhouette.
No, you,
But you're both here.
you got like the
Let's continue
darkest
forward,
greens
shall we?
on you.
Anyway, well, you're here and oh, there. Now you're in the light. Now you're in color.
Oh, hey, now you got color.
Yeah. Okay. So literally.
Okay, now you're more vibrant. Now you're more vibrant.
Give it a minute. Like, God, don't try and ramp it.
So, where's my Halloween colors, man? Where's
Stop.
Hold on. Hold your fucking horses. Get your
God.
feet back up, and I'll get you your fucking Halloween color.
Alright. So to be fair, while DD's dicking with this, is like he's got a touch of explaining to do. Let's go with that. I'm going to go with that as the introduction.
I'm gonna have to ask you to maintain the calamities, memories.
There's your fucking paint job.
Oh god, my dick's hard now.
Jesus.
And Aki says hi.
Oh hey, Aki.
Pocky, right? Pocky. But do you eat Pocky?
Or do we talk about bukkake?
No, we don't. We do not.
That's what she does.
So anyway, there's been some updates. As you can probably tell by the much larger mechs now. A few things changed between this and the last time we ran this game. DD, you're the more techie one. Is like, do you want to take the run on this? Because mostly I can explain it in layman terms. That's the best I can do.
Alrighty, so
I don't need you to pumpkin splain things, Das. All right.
so what happened is that I got mods finally working for our game, and the issue would have been if we did the mods and loaded in on the game that we had saved originally, right, where we got the Warhammer, if I'm not mistaken. They would have spawned without any engines.
Yeah.
You see, engines for heavies and mediums run anywhere from 4 to 6 million C-bills, which is about as much as a mech is. And being a beginning company, we don't have that issue. However, we don't have that kind of money. So what I did is I created a new game myself after I discovered that for my own personal use. So we're going to use this one instead because I just switched it over to co-op. We are aligned with the Curidans, which is also known, well, House Curida, also known as Draconis Combine. They are of Japanese ancestry, and any problem that they have can be handled by the edge of the end of a rifle barrel or mech scale weapon barrel,
Oh,
or
God, I
lens
love
if
you
you're
talk
using a
dirty.
laser or rocket pack. It kind of depends on your choice of weaponry. Anywho, so the black and grays for this is going to be the AIs, just so we can keep them separate. Wiggles is going to be the giant Atlas, which the skeleton one. If you want to show them your Atlas.
Yep, already on screen.
And if you want to go down here until I can find a better mech, I am going to probably every so often use the Awesome. But mostly I'll be using the Catapult Jester variant, which is this one that's got the kind of sand and orange camo, just so you can do a quick distinction of who is who.
Yeah, so the Awesome is this guy here, who's sitting there spinning currently. And then going to the Catapult, which is...
Jester, which is the Catapult J.
Yeah, Catapult J. And it's like, that is this guy here. And, yeah, it's like, this guy is a motherfucker at long range.
Well, the Jester is a variant that came out during the MechWarriors Online. It is one of the paid mechs, but they threw it in here for, just because they can.
Yeah.
And instead of it having missile packs, it has lasers. All the lasers and nothing but the lasers.
Yeah, so, like, I'm more familiar with the Catapult, quote-unquote vanilla, as I'm referring to it, which is just like, oh, by the way, I have about 30 fucking missiles coming your way at the same time.
That's Catapult C1, which is I also have one, so if you want to show them a comparison.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing right now.
Are
like,
those missiles hidden, DOS?
No, they're not. They are fucking coming at your face the entire fucking time.
And I've got the cluster ones on there too, so they fire like normal instead of them being streamed.
So anyway,
do you have the clusterfuck? All right, cool.
Yeah, there's a clusterfuck of 30 missiles all in one.
Yes, no, he's not lying. Fucking, it's like, you will catch, like, having played tabletop version of this, like, fucking watching somebody have to do fucking basically 20 rolls of how many missiles hit you. Oh my god, it's the worst thing in the world.
And then just imagine what happens when they're Artemis.
Yes! Oh my god, fuck that thing. That's why I get close and I fucking just rip out a fucking drivetrain and call it a day.
Joke's on you, both of your missile packs in that Atlas are Artemis 4 fire controlled.
I don't care. I am the
you
hammer.
You will care because of the tighter grouping and the faster aim time and just the generalness of awesomeness.
Oh, no. That is not my point of I don't care. It's the point of, like, keep hitting me. I'm going to get close enough to rip your spine out.
You may try.
DOS is trying to go for a command grab, people. He's trying hard.
He's not wrong.
I played this man in a fighting game. The moment he has a command grab option, he's going to try it. He's going to try real hard until he gets it.
Well, Aki's over here. Yes, I eat Pocky and talk about suck cocky.
Okay, so I didn't realize this. But
I know, I saw it. I didn't want to say anything.
Don't worry, that's why I'm here.
I want you to see it first before I said something.
So, DOS, I accidentally picked a lower level map.
Okay.
And not paying attention, so we are way over tonnage.
Oh,
so we are going to have to drop the Atlas to to a...
Where do you want to go?
Medium. Probably, I'll probably give you the Griffin.
Alright, I can work with the Griffin.
Probably just gonna have to do that and move this guy over and give us, can we? Oh, well hell, I can give you the, wait, can I give you an Atlas? No.
Yeah, that's a bit much there, man.
Hold on.
Oh, this kid's getting fucked up.
Can I give him, nope. Alright,
watching,
yeah, I can give you an awesome, though, which is laser boats.
Awesome's fine, I can work with that. It's not Al, but I'll make it work.
Yeah, I went into the wrong conflict zone.
It is fine. It's like, so we're not going to break out Al now, but we'll break out Al next.
Well, anyway, I'm watching Halloween, the 07 version.
Yep.
And the opening, this kid is just getting fucked up.
Yeah, that tends to happen.
I've never seen this before.
Sorry about the long walk.
Alright,
Oh yeah, you see my little bunny ears? Yeah, I got twin AMS.
Ooh.
Anti-missile system, so we got a dome of protection.
Oh god, I love fucking anti-missile system. They're fucking, like, they're lifesavers if fucking put in the right hands.
Yeah, I got 2,000 rounds, 2 of them.
Jordan's like...
And we got airstrikes.
Jordan's like, DD, did you ever figure out why we couldn't work together when we tested it earlier?
Yes, mod compatibility issues.
Oh, well, there's your answer, Jordan.
If you drop all the mods, you probably would be able to do it better, but he doesn't want to jump.
Yeah, but what it would do is it would corrupt all
Oh,
of the game.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
What did you do now?
I didn't do anything. I just got fucking slammed with artillery.
Yeah, start running like a bitch and serpentine.
I'm at full fucking speed, man. What do you want?
However, on the flip side, though, they're all right there. If you literally see them, you can see them hopping around and popping up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, in theory, just run at them and blow those up.
Oh, yeah. Where do you think I'm going?
Not there, obviously.
Oh, fuck you. Why? Why, game? Why? Aha!
Alrighty, there's one airstrike coming in. Which I'm dropping them off so we can get some,
That
help.
is a mech.
This guy's going to die.
Wow, that really didn't take that out. It fucking missed.
Son of a bitch.
No biggie. It probably killed everything else on the inside, though. So I'm not really too worried about it.
If it didn't kill you, it killed everything around you.
Pretty much.
If he ain't dead, he ain't happy.
Airstrikes do not discriminate.
He's not
Hey,
wrong.
Say the story about the little.
Hey, look at my Twitch channel right quick. I kind of want to try to show y'all something.
I'm kind of locked in here. What do you need?
I got you, Dio.
Thank you.
Now I just want to show y'all if this is something DD was trying to convey earlier.
Yeah, that's actually what he's. I think that's what.
Alright, so you see Dallas Riggles like controlling his character on screen, right?
Yeah, I see his. Yeah.
Alright, so on my OBS now I made a third scene since it's called the DOS test. Alright, I'm gonna switch over to my dinner and theater scene. Or my console gaming.
Yes, that is exactly where he's talking about.
So are you? So it's so like you want to switch through scenes, kind of like this.
Yeah, I think that's exactly. He wants a screen transition, kind of like, basically like at any sort of like game or football game, whatever. Like, oh, someone goes take a break. Like, say you take a break, or DOS takes a break, and he still wants to be able to see what's going on.
Yeah, it's like have somebody's like, oh, well, like they're still, well, like a fighting game comes to my mind where it's like, I'm gonna take a back seat, and then it's like, oh, it's like I want other people who are still fighting to be on screen.
Alrighty, there. Artillery's dealt with.
Sweet.
Oh, try not to lose the right arm. That's an ERPPC, and I don't have it anymore.
As far as I know, I'm good. My left arm's taking a lot more damage than my right.
Yeah, fuck the left arm. That's what it's there for.
Oh
But
god.
the problem is, but the problem is with that is DD would be destroyed.
I'm
Unless
not.
unless he's screen sharing through Discord.
Well, to be fair, like, you know, from what I've seen of DD's rig, I'm gonna go with that. From what I've seen with DD's, from what I've seen with your rig, streaming would actually not be that big a problem.
No, it will not.
And it's like I could literally point him in the right direction, where it's like, yeah, it's like fucking do this, do that, and you'll be fine.
That's up to him if he wants to stream.
This is true. You know,
also, I got a job doing IT stuff. Speaking of computer stuff, I am now a installer of fiber.
Oh, hot damn! Look at you go, dog.
Not really. It's only $15 an hour, but I will get my own van, so I don't
wow,
have to
my
pay for
measly
gas.
my measly $10 an hour. I am so envious. Shut the fuck up. Saying measly
Hey,
$15.
coming from where me and Wiggles work together, it is.
We don't talk about that on stream. Just saying.
Hey man, if it's above freaking $7 an hour, it'd be fucking great.
Again, don't talk about that on stream. Just saying.
Wait, why do we still have artillery? This is bad. I took care of artillery. Why is there more?
Because
Oh,
you lied.
found 'em. I didn't lie. I didn't lie. What I knew was they were gone. But I found them.
They were gone. Except they weren't. Why is there artillery coming down on me? This is bullshit.
Oh, for one, you're the heaviest armor, so...
You say that, but you're also like, oh, by the way, fucking, like, don't lose fucking pieces of yourself.
Well, I can dodge them just fine. I don't know why you have such an...
Oh, yeah. It's not like fucking, you know, once you get in the higher tiers, fucking, it's like mobility goes down significantly.
No, like, literally, when I'm an assault, I cannot get hit by it. It's not that hard.
So what you're
As I'm
saying is
doing
not-
a dance with a fucking mech here, alright? Fuck off.
So what you're saying is
Dancing with a commando.
That's his heavy weapons
this works with armor core logic. It's like the more shit you put on yourself, the more weight you put on.
Yeah, that's
I
basically...
either soil your move.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's an 80-ton.
Yeah, I am not a light boy.
You're a thick boy.
Exactly.
Damn, boy, he thick!
Oh, them fucking flies clap when I move.
Clang, 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 clang.
He is heavy weapons pumpkin.
Bowser wants to take that damage and keep moving.
Exactly.
I'm the pumpkin bitch!
Yeah, that's what you gotta call your Atlas now, the Punkanot.
To be fair, there is actually a pumpkin knot in my world.
Of course there is.
Story time!
I'm over.
Do you want to go into this? Because it's kind of funny that I came up with it.
Yeah, I don't know the full story of the pumpkin here. This is your thing.
As far as like armor mech games, it's like I kind of play more of the mid to lightweight class.
Yeah.
I'm usually mid to heavy because I usually prefer at least being able to strike my enemies from a distance if I can't come up to them.
Yeah.
Especially
I
like when me and Doss were playing the other EDF games versus Iron Rain.
Got him.
I was always the fencer class and had the heavier weapons to just launch at those that are hella far away before they get up in my face.
Yeah.
Especially when I had those options.
Weirdly enough, like when you get into that, is like, you know, like I was actually a support class because like that had the heaviest shit and let me use mechs.
Yeah.
What are you yammering about now?
So are you familiar with EDF?
Earth Defense Force, I know of it. I've never played any of the games.
So
What you're saying is you're gonna pick it up.
well, oddly enough, EDF 6 is around the corner. But me and Angry have done full playthroughs of EDF 5 and EDF
4, 5, and 6. Well,
Yeah.
4, 5, and Iron Rain.
Yeah, 4, 5, and Iron Rain. And 6 is around the corner. We're probably going to do a fucking full playthrough of that too.
Day, we had to run MechWarrior and it does.
Man, in my day, fucking MechWarrior was a fucking tabletop. All right, I don't want to hear it.
Shut up, you're not that old.
Motherfucker, I have the pieces. I can show them to
I'm
you.
not saying you don't. I'm just saying you're not that old. You know, metal figurines.
Excuse
tend to
me?
last Quite a while.
If I have them and I've played them, then I'm that old.
Whatever.
Stand by my statement, man.
I can't stop thinking about Doss naming his mech Thick Boy.
Damn, boy, he thick. He a thick.
Oh!
Damn.
Oh, that was a headshot!
You didn't headshot him. I blew his torso off.
Shut the fuck up. Let me have my headshot.
Girl over there trying to do some impaling.
Oh, they're having a very bad day.
Yep, you got one more to kill, and it looks like that blackjack took it out. Oh, it's a Vulcan. Never mind.
But Doss, you were saying about EDF? What's that?
Yeah, no, we got EDF6 on the table whenever it comes out. There's been a teaser trailer out, but there's been no like definitive release date, basically.
Yeah, because with
Oh,
that
hey,
kind
look,
of
you
game,
didn't
it's
lose
based
any
on-
armor.
Hey, look at that! I get something that actually can sustain the fucking hammer I bring, and it's like, it works.
I mean, the Awesome is an aptly named mech. It has one of the most armor, one of the Inner Sphere's most heavily armored assault mechs.
Mm-hmm.
For it being in the low assault ranks, it's still a fucking beast.
Scarlet.
I mean, there are plenty of mechs heavier than it that are shitty.
Scarlet actually showed up. What's up, Scarlet? My rig is from 2016. I've been streaming at 1080. He's sitting there emasculating on my thickness. Yes, baby. Back in my day, we had to run MechWarrior in MDOS. You ain't the only one, dog. You ain't. Motherfucker, back in my day, it was on pen and paper.
Alright, Grandpa, jeez.
Hold on, let me tell you a DOS Wiggle story.
Just see Grandpa Wiggles getting his mech ready, just gearing up in the back. Give it a minute, damn it. Give it a minute.
Yeah.
Hold on, the core's still good.
Crank started.
Back in my day, we wrote letters on walls and caves.
You gotta get out and you gotta turn the crank a bit. It's fine now.
You gotta turn that. You gotta fucking crank that bitch like Oswald Spencer did running catch the fucking car.
Who was your sun god in your era? Well, that depends what we're talking about. We're talking about Greek or Norse.
Yeah, remember when the when those cars, those fucking jalopies had one airbag?
Yeah. No, because you had the hand crank in the front of it
Yeah.
to make get it started, and then you had to hurry up and get into the car before it actually rolled off without.
Yep. You sure as fuck did.
And if you were lucky enough to have someone else in there with you, they had to make sure their foot was on the brake the entire time. Otherwise, it would just roll off with you.
You see, I got a Toyota. I don't have to worry about that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, I had to pick myself up a new chariot after I sank the last one.
Well, why are you going around sinking shit?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna destroy a vehicle, do it in style.
First one flipped.
Please
the other one
tell me you didn't
snagged.
drive it into the non-existent river.
No, actually, what was it? At the place where we shared compatriotism, it flooded completely in 15 minutes and destroyed my vehicle.
God, remember
Wait,
when?
when?
Shit, probably about
Recently?
a month after you left.
God, remember when Activision?
There's a giant drain right there.
Guess what backed up?
You parked in the lower part, didn't you?
Yep.
Well, you're a fucking idiot.
Yes, because clearly I knew that area was gonna fucking flood today.
Yeah, that's...
And I'm not talking like little flood. I'm talking it went over a tire flood.
That's what happened to it?
Yes.
I have no words.
So no, fuck you. Just saying.
I was gonna... Yeah, that's impressive.
15 minutes. 15 minutes is all it took.
It was raining that hard.
Yes, combined with it being backed up. Fucking.
It does drain into that little, like, slough right there.
You're not
So-
wrong.
But still, that's a lot of fucking water.
You're not wrong. But guess what? If it's not draining for 15 minutes, guess what?
I guess it flash flooded, didn't it?
Yes, yes it did.
Lamau.
Was not happy.
I can't imagine why. Did your roommate have to come back and get you?
No, actually, his car broke at the same time too.
Well, the upside to this problem is that pumpkins float.
Yes, he's not wrong. I have used this to save myself before.
Yeah, how was that walk home?
It wasn't a walk home. It was a tow home.
Tow home in a Tahoe.
He didn't have no Tahoe. I can assure you of that.
Anyway, so I have a new vehicle to move about now.
What is it?
Sticking with the themes here, the god of the sun, fucking moving around, except he charges through the mountains.
What?
My favorite sun god is Sol from the Norse mythology.
Oh my god!
Winged Dragon of Ra, shut up.
That's a lot of damage! Thank you, Aki. You're always there to fucking blend in.
Is that what they call it?
That's what I'm going with.
Aki's playing favorites. It's not fair.
Alrighty, now we can get you in Big Al's.
Yay!
Oh wait, I put myself in the Atlas. My bad. One sec.
They're damaged sluts. All they want to do is
there we
hide
go.
damage.
Oh, this feels so right.
My favorite sun god is
Dragon 110, Insane Dragon 87, Goblin, Captain Yates. Fight on, ready?
Wait. I
I gotta
understand,
find a
like...
mech that'll fit.
I understand DD, and I understand me, but there's legitimately someone in this game named Goblin?
No, that's one of the it's not a person. No,
Oh,
it's
damn.
it's a character.
Okay, that was the part I'm missing, thank you.
I'm a comedian.
Yeah, one of the DLCs. He's in lore-wise, he's an elite pilot that used to work with your dad in the game, and he brought his Phoenix Hawk with him, which was a hero mech called the Cobalt variant.
Ah,
It's a pretty dope little Phoenix Hawk.
alright, fair enough.
It's really funny.
Wait, we're protecting this place? It's already shot to shit. However, we do have plenty of
Well, we've got plenty of muscle!
oh, these are just turrets though, but one of them's got twin large lasers. And yeah, mostly there's one with the SRM2. Quad smalls, twin larges, twin mediums.
It looks like small mechs fucking rolling through.
Yeah, these are lights.
I'm more laughing at the fact that how tall Das's fucking mech is compared to everyone.
I mean, the Atlas is one of the biggest.
well, we all know the pecking order here now. You know,
There's a reason we always call it Big Al.
Looks like LA to me.
Big Al don't care. Big Al say come get some.
Big Al got enough strength to literally rip an arm of light mech's arms off and beat it over the head to death.
Which I have done before.
Okay, Josh, rip and tear until it's complete.
Looks like you got their attention. I'm showing multiple hostiles incoming on your position.
Yeah, look how tall he is comparatively to me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wander by the way.
Clang.
Joke's on you, I got a bigger engine than you.
I could give a shit. I can pound things harder.
Gotta catch me first.
Sexual innuendos, folks. Sexual innuendos.
All day, any day.
And I can fly.
I could give a shit less.
Swipe right already.
Again, don't lose those torsos, they're expensive.
Looks like California. He's not wrong. That's the sad part.
Looks more like Arizona.
Yeah, except there's way less communism involved.
Hello there, guy.
The Atlas embodies America's whole military doctrine of bigger is better.
We'll stick a boot in your ass, and it's the American way.
America.
As fucking helicopters land around me. Well,
Yeah.
I say land, it's more like crash.
That's a typical day for a Jacqueline.
Oh, hey, look, a trebuchet. That's cute.
I like it when they try.
A helicopter crash landing next to us. That's a typical day to hell.
I'm not gonna lie, this was actually something that actually bothered me back when I was in the military. Because I had a dream
Loki's
where...
Armed Forces.
No, I'm dead serious. Like, this was something that's like, I had seen it in a dream where it's like I got killed by a helicopter crash.
Well, obviously you didn't die, so it couldn't have been that bad.
You say that, but I was there.
I was there. My dreams, my rules.
Exactly.
You know the funny part is the way he would die is just because of an incompetent pilot.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even
No,
shot down.
I'm not
He'd
even
just
arguing.
He would just run into the side of a fucking cliff or something.
I was there, man. And you were there. And you were there. And you
dog.
were there.
Dude, don't even get me started.
You, because you were there.
Yeah, it's like, don't even get me started, because, like, literally, it's like, oh, it's like, I was sitting there talking to somebody, and it's like, we're sitting around a campfire, and no shit, they're like, oh, hey, why are you guys so much older than I am? And I'm serious, like, literally everybody in the circle was, like, about, like, 20 to 30 years older than I was.
Young
like,
baby-faced people.
no, well, no, like, I was the youngest one in the group. And they're like, oh, well, you died about 30 years ago. It's like, the fuck you mean? It's like, yeah, no, you were driving down the freeway and a helicopter crashed on you.
So you weren't even in the military in this dream.
No, I was, but that's a whole different thing. It doesn't even matter.
Hey, Fatless, go deal with that Victor.
It's basically the Jacob's Ladder style dream where, like, in the dream you kind of have that like I'm a civilian feel, but turns out that you was in the military and like you got
Fatless, get the other assault.
you got that reveal of that he was in the military, he died via a helicopter crash. It's just that
Yeah, it
just
wasn't
really
even a fucking, like, anything interesting. It's like, yeah, no, like, you were literally, like, on, like, your own time kind of thing, and yeah, it's like you were zipping down the highway, like going to the bar, and then like a helicopter crashed on the highway and just happened to hit you.
I can
Fuck, man.
I can probably understand why DOS had that dream.
Do you have a fear of flying?
I don't have a fear of flying. I don't like heights, though.
I mean, that is what flying is.
No, not
Flying is
actually.
Acrophobia is fear of heights, though. It's
Go
just-
shoot the Victor.
I just shot down. Okay, that's the mad. That's the tray bucket. Where's the fucking Victor?
The one that has 3 circles.
That's the crab.
It's literally on the radar.
Stand by. I'm looking for him. Found him.
Yeah, I can pretty much understand why
Go
DOS.
shoot him in the dick or something.
I'll take care of it. Don't
It's a
worry about it.
Victor, so it doesn't have a lot of armor, but it's got a pop gun.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, it's got an AC-20, and catapults are notorious for not liking those.
Yeah, like I said, I'll go take care of that. But yeah, no, like I said, it's like, I had that dream back when I was back in the Loki's Armed Forces. Like, yeah, no, fucking. I'm still sketchy about helicopters to this day, about the whole thing.
I'm pretty sure I understand why DOS had that dream because both me and him was in the same squadron. So we basically worked on aircraft for like years. So like just being around aircraft for so damn long, it's like it's possible to have that kind of dream. I mean, hell, like I still think Nikolai's PFC's dream was even funnier though. Cause he fucking told me that she had this dream that because Nikolai was so stressed out because he was a S shop Marine, so if I remember he was legal, so he was S1 legal.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much the guy that deals with your money.
Yeah.
And he said she said something about he was being so he seemed so stressed out that she had a dream that Nikolai locked everyone in the squadron and just set it on fire.
He finally snapped. He finally had enough.
You're not wrong. I mean, there's a few people.
Whoa, wait. Repeat that again.
His PFC was like, Corporal Eichler, you okay today? And like he's like, no, yeah, I'm okay. Like, and I had a dream that you pretty much locked everyone inside the squadron and set it on fire.
God.
No. I hear that, but I'm sitting there, it's like, you want to know who the one that really came across to me that's like, that could potentially be a thing? Sora fucking reminded me about that the whole time. I was sitting there like, dude, as much as you get fucked, I'm surprised you don't light this fucking bitch on fire.
Yeah. I'm surprised you haven't murdered somebody by now.
Oh, it was bad too. Sora was. I love Sora to death. He was a fucking solid guy. He still is, as far as I can tell.
Yeah,
But oh my god, he got fucked over by the day. It was impressive.
it didn't help when he accidentally broke that TV.
Oh god, yeah, I forgot about that. So,
Yeah.
this happened in what we call the blue room. I call it the blue room. That's what it was to me. And this was like about the time like the Wii was super hot. So it was like, you know, the Wii was the new big thing. Everybody had fucking Wiis.
Yeah, Dos and I was like basically playing House of the Dead Overkill.
Yeah, it was like we're sitting there shooting away, fucking having some fun, like watching fucking
You can't have fun.
Agent G in Washington fucking like basically like tear that shit up. It was the best thing ever. But then Sora was on another screen. I forget what game he was playing, but he needed to do a wide swing arc.
He borrowed one of my Wiimotes too.
Yeah. Anyway, it was almost something like you need to do like a wide swing arc close to like Zelda almost. Anyway, he swung wide and that fucking nunchuck went sailing. It fucking went across the room and fucking smacked the TV and destroyed it completely.
Yeah,
I say it was
imagine
Wii bowling because people have broken TVs with Wii bowling specifically.
Oh, these was like fucking over 17-inch HD.
Oh yeah, these were not like
TVs.
little cute TVs. This was like, you know, blue room fucking nice TVs. Like they were probably about what, 22 fucking inch kind of TVs. They were fairly nice.
See, Dos, before you and Hendo came to the fleet, and me and Nikolai went. Y'all, from what I remember, we met y'all like at the back end of 2007.
That sounds about right.
And
Oh wait, you guys are actual like buddies?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So
Loki's Armed Forces buddies.
Yeah.
So
Loki's Armed Forces, as I refer to it.
So Nikolai was technically my senior by rank since he.
Yeah.
He went in earlier than me.
Yeah.
And I met him at the hub when the hub used to be where the Chow Hall used to be. It was that one area before they widened it out and made it more of a parking lot where that was like on the side of the Chow Hall.
Yeah.
And that's where the hub used to be, where we used to go watch TV and play.
Yeah. I remember that.
Ready up.
And and at that time I saw I went to the HUD like on my own volition, just kind of wandering around trying to get used to the whole Marine Corps base and whatnot. And so I just found this place called it was called The Great Escape first.
Yeah. Okay, so to clarify for like the people playing along here, if you will. So the blue room was located inside the Great Escape, and what I refer to as the Great Escape, which is basically a again, I refer to it as Loki's Armed Forces kind of retreat. That's what I'm going to go with.
And so, like I said, when we went, it still had the TV room. It still had it had like an area with the mini TVs, and then it had the video game section that had like the regular CRT TVs and whatnot. And it also had X-Men vs. Street Fighter Arcade up there too. I played that a little bit.
Yeah. So to give a little bit of context to this, so it was like there was a main room with like 3 like fairly large TVs. Like these were like, I want to say like 30, 40 inch. They were fucking like good sized TVs kind of thing. And like
are we talking tube TVs or flat screens at this time?
At this particular time it was flat screens, but they were wide enough you could like sit there and watch it like fucking 10, 20 people and nobody would fucking like bat an eye.
Yeah, when Nikolai and I came back from Iraq later 2007, because he came back about August, and I came back about like December time frame.
Yeah.
And that's when they finished the construction of the new Great Escape, and that's when I went in and I saw like the whole like the new setup they did, where it's like they got like this, like you can actually request what movies you want to get played, and they'll play it all around.
Yeah.
And you have like 2 main TVs where people usually end up watching Avatar religiously and shit.
It was kind of ridiculous how true that is.
And then there was like pool tables, and then like there was like the best fucking bar ever before it became a Domino's.
Oh god, I remember that.
Oh wait, so there was a bar literally called like the Great Escape.
No. The bar was called something else actually.
The Great Escape is like literally just kind of like a relaxed state.
Yeah, it was a rec zone basically.
Ah.
You can play some ping pong. You can play pool.
Yeah, like I remember.
So it's kind of like a break room, so to speak.
Yeah, so I remember like they had two like ping pong tables, and like me and
Turn around, the enemies are behind us.
I remember a few people would sit there and it's like we'd put the tables together and like make one massive ping pong table.
Like and then like kind of if you open a door, just go next door, and just like there was literally a bar. Like you could. Like I always would get like cherry drink sodas and like we'll occasionally drink there and
yeah,
God,
like
I just a lot of the food from the bar before it became a Domino's.
Oh, I mean that's where I got my heart on for like buffalo chicken.
Yeah, man, I fucking killed those damn buffalo chicken.
Oh my god, it was so good.
Help me out, Wiggles. I'm getting shot at pretty good.
I'm already working
right.
on it.
And I'm saying angry. I'm talking about this is hand cooked shit.
Oh yeah. No, this is not some like fly-by-night
shit.
bullshit.
This is straight up hand cooked food.
I should probably cook for you guys. Let you guys. My mama's jerk chicken. Cause like,
I mean, as long as you're not jerking me around.
Das.
Man.
Out of all the things we joke about, left and right, I don't joke about my mom's cooking.
Hey, fucking, I ain't gonna sit there and fault nobody's cooking. You know that, unless I try it.
Yeah, when they became a Domino's, me and Das were like, it's not the same.
It really wasn't. That was the sad part.
I was like, man, I miss taking shots, man.
Well, that and like, what was it? The bartender knew me by name. It was like, oh yeah, you're that guy with that leg thing. Fucking's like, hold on, I got you.
I mean that leg thing.
We're not getting into that here.
No, I know. It's just like, oh, that leg thing.
Oh.
Me, Das, Hendo, Titus, fucking Rollo, we went there like so fucking much that it's like the people that worked there like knew us by name and shit.
Oh yeah, like they knew my drink order. They're like, oh, well, how you doing? It's like, you know, hey, a bad day? It's like, yeah, it's a bad day. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna break out the fucking bigger bottles for you today. It's like, oh, thank you.
Oh, man, that fucking day when I got everyone in the Borderlands 1, we fucking like took over the floor.
Oh yeah, no, like, and that was another thing, is like, referring back to the Blue Room. So the Blue Room was a subsection of the Great Escape, as it was referred to. And the short version is like, yeah, it was basically a place where you could literally bring your own video game console and it's like, I want to play around my friends while they play their fucking video games. And it was the best thing ever!
Like, it's like having a LAN party without the LAN.
Yeah. And like, there was more than a couple times where I'd sit there, I'd bring in a game or a console and they'd look at me, it's like, what fucking game are you playing? It's like, well, it's this. And it's like, oh, what's this about? It's like, well, the one that really springs to my mind when I bring that story is Shadow of the Colossus. Because I remember that fucking like, because everybody's like, what game are you playing? It's like, Shadow of the Colossus, dude. Well, what's it about? It's like, well, you really need to play it. I can't fucking break it down to you in the next 30 seconds.
Yeah, this was like our way of Twitch streaming before we found out what Twitch streaming was.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Twitch ain't even that old. That's the sad part.
Yeah, I'm older than Twitch.
Same.
Handle the Battle Master.
Going for the Battlemaster.
Yeah, but it's actually nice, especially like finding a lot of people that like certain games. Like, yeah, you get mostly people who just play Call of Duty. Like,
yeah, there was a lot of that. But then on the flip side, like there was a lot of people who sit there and played like weird shit. Like, we were there when like Guitar Hero became super popular, and I remember playing a lot of Guitar Hero there.
This was definitely like post Guitar Hero 4, the World Tour.
Yeah, absolutely. But I also remember somebody was like, "Oh, you don't know Guitar Hero," and then they challenged me to an Alice Cooper song.
It's like fucking hold my beer.
It really was. I didn't miss a fucking note.
I get fucked up on these songs. I ain't fucking up on Alice Cooper.
You don't understand the devotion here.
As Nas proceeds to fuck up on Alice Cooper one time.
No,
and then he-
no, I did
And
not.
it's
I had
Cyclops.
working on the Cyclops.
See, before DOS became to the Marines, he was a mediocre Smash Brothers player.
Oh god, that's the best. Yeah. All right.
Till he met me and Nikolai.
Oh yeah. No. Do you want to tell that story? Because I fucking love that story.
Funny when you hear when
Story
you
time
say
with
it.
our buddy.
All right. So Dio's not wrong here. So like before the Marine Corps, I had played Smash Brothers, and this is 64 Smash Brothers. So nothing like too spectacular here. Blah blah blah. But then
Hear that one guy in our chat. Oh, but you still wave dash though. Shut up.
There was also like roughly the kind of sort of year before Smash Bros. Brawl came out in March.
yeah, this was in between Melee and Brawl. It's whenever we had our whole like get together kind of thing. Anyway, and I played Melee, and I had fucking beaten Melee 100 times. I'd unlocked everything like twice at least. So it's like I wasn't like fresh, but it's like on the flip side, I didn't know like a lot of like the super tactics like wave dashing and shit like that. That wasn't really my pedigree because I played solo because I had nobody to play with. That's the short version.
Forever alone.
Pretty much. Anyway, so I rolled in and fast forward to the Great Escape and the Blue Room, and I ran into Dio and a few other people, and we all sit there and it's like, oh, let's all play Melee. It's like, threaten me with a good time, let's go!
Well, we all just became friends now.
Pretty much. Anyway, and so I continued playing like Melee with them for like over the course of the next year or so. And like I went from a okay Smash player to a yeah, I'm feared in my town Smash player.
That's Walk Dance number 1 came out level 90.
Exactly. Like
I think our fucking Phoenix Hawk just got headshotted.
that's my guess.
That was having a Dragon Ball Z moment like, did I just get stronger?
Right? Yeah. So I'm sitting there like, alright, cool. So I've been playing with these guys for the last year, and I don't even think about the shit. And then I go back home and like visit some folks, and it's like they want to sit there and it's like, yo man, you remember when we played Smash Bros and it was really cool? It's like, yeah, I remember that. You want to play Smash Bros? I'll play Smash Brothers. And they're like, okay, well fine, we'll play this game where it's like, alright, if you win, you can't like use that character. Alright, cool, I'm down with that logic. Let's play, man. I got shut down from half the roster before they told me to quit.
Where did this power come from?
Be like Dr. Jerome, what the fuck is the greatest character?
What the fuck is Namek?
Exactly. It was something equivalent to that. It's like, what is this power?
He is the legendary Super Pumpkin.
Oh, it was bad too, because I rolled in, like, because my vanilla character was, like, on Melee, mind you. That was, like, Pikachu. And
Yeah,
I got banned outright. It's like, man, you fucking, like, decimated everybody without fucking losing a life. You can't use him no more. It's like, alright. So I swapped to DK, and I just started grabbing people and just chunking them.
I don't know, it lost its engine. Oh, well, that's gonna be an expensive fix.
I honestly think we clocked in way too many hours in Brawl.
Mm. Well, that was the other thing. Is like then Brawl came out, and that only made it worse. Because that was the rise of the pink monkey.
Monkey, Jesus.
And Team Hulk Smash.
Oh God, yes. So like in Brawl, like my main was Diddy Kong, and for fucks and shits, I always put him in the pink color. It's like not because of breast cancer, but because you got beat by a pink monkey.
Mouse didn't know I was a really good Donkey DK player.
No, and I didn't at all. But then like somebody's like, oh, so the Great Escape, they had like little tournaments every now and then for like the video gaming people, and they're like, oh, we're gonna have a Smash Brothers tournament. Y'all want in? Really?
Oh, you say what now?
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. Like you said, the tournament people, and I was like, I started laughing because I thought about the Soul Calibur 5 tournament.
Oh God, yeah, I remember that.
Like,
Oh God, I love Soul Calibur. Nightmare every day of the week.
Das literally was Vegeta and I was Goku. And it's like Das and I was in the semifinal.
We really were. I was the sad part.
Like, basically, Das versus me in the semifinal.
And it's like the guy behind the fucking court sitting there was like, all right, I don't want any modded characters in here. I'm sitting there was like, that doesn't mean a goddamn thing to me. Where I'm gonna fight you head on, Dio.
You know, yeah, Das and I didn't fight until we got to the semifinal. So we were literally Goku and Vegeta shit.
Wow.
and you know, it's like to keep full above board. Fucking Dio did beat me. Not even gonna lie. Not even salty about the shit. It was a good goddamn fight the whole way through.
Yeah, we literally was on final round.
But even the guy sitting there behind us was like, God, how much time do you spend on this? Like, not really that much. We spend more time in Brawl.
Mitsurugi versus Maxine final round.
Well, no, because I came at you with Lizard Man.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot you played Aeon in that one.
Yeah, no, because Aeon's so fucking good in 4. It's ridiculous.
No,
He's
it's
OP
5,
in
not
4.
not Soul Calibur 5.
Is it 5? It might be 5.
Yeah, because in 5 I think.
Is that the one where he got wings? Because if it's the one where he got, all right, then it's 5.
Yeah, they basically copied him off of Kratos from Broken's Destiny.
Yeah, and then I sit there and turn around and made a Kratos variant of it. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, that's so clever." It's like, not really if you think about it.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, it was just funny. It's like I just called it like we just had a Goku and Vegeta moment. You went down your brackets and I went down mine.
Yep.
And we only met at the very end.
Pretty much. You know, like I said, and it was a good fight the whole way. I'm not even gonna fucking complain. It's like, you know, again, it's kind of like I sit there and joke with you when we were doing story shows, like, always looking for that rematch, man.
That's just like, dear Dio, one day I will be the one to go to Valhalla. You can fight Olak now. So I'm like, that was just shits and giggles for me. You say that, dear Dio.
But you brought me so close to death that it truly brought me alive.
Olak, he wants to kill you like every day.
It's not the same.
Behind that small frame of yours lies a true warrior.
There's some true viciousness from the heart, ready to rip, tear, and rend. It's truly one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen on a battlefield.
What are you yammering about now?
Das has a hard on. Das has a hard on for an ultimate battle.
I think I vengeanced out 5 years ago.
You waste your potential. Watch this.
And yet I still won, Dot. So what
that day, there's always the next time.
And the next time after that.
All right, Dot. You say so.
I do say so.
That's the thing. Dio's still very casual where he is now.
Das has a hard on to having like this weird.
Oh, an LRN 20 level.
That basically puts him so close to death he feels him ultimately alive. And he's been trying to have that battle ever since.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's always that delicate balance. You know, the closer I am to death, the more alive I feel.
Is that the reason why you keep trying to provoke me into fucking fighting you sometimes?
I don't have to provoke you. You're always provoked. That's why you're the angry dragon. Haha.
Idle drop.
Hey, don't try and be clever with me, mister.
I'm sorry if you're not willing to play game.
And that's why he's the insane dragon.
Exactly.
This man trying to provoke.
Get out the red skeleton.
Yeah, because there's been a couple of times like, oh, hey, I just pictured Das going through a field after decimating all his enemies and opponents who dare come across him. He sees this flying dragon. I'm going to kill that thing.
One
That
day.
That just Dragon just flying, minding its own business. That sees it. I want to fight that thing now.
You see that charger out there?
As he launches himself towards in
I'm
my
on
general
the
direction.
blackjack. I'm on the.
There's a literal assault. It's
I
not
see.
very heavily armed, but it's still an assault.
All right, I found the charger. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. 5 small lasers on an 80-ton battle mech. Why? Because it's a shit mech.
Don't worry, I'm working on it.
Josh launching himself in my general direction to I'm air quoting this to make friends with a dragon. This guy
Shit, has anybody explained the DOS launch yet?
I always saw it as like almost like some weird force just pulls DOS off the fucking platform. And he just flies at you.
I don't know.
He's not taking a running start. He's not leaping. It's like somebody just fucking grabbed him like an action figure and he just pulled him through the air.
It's not that wrong. That's the sad part.
He happens to be coming in your direction.
So
me flying in the sky, minding my own business. See this orange object flying at me, and headbutt me with a greeting.
You're familiar with Wolverine, DD, correct? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that. I figured that. But you ever notice how like Wolverine just kind of like suddenly I'm in the air at you?
Mm-hmm.
So
that is the DOS launch.
That is the DOS launch. I have zero qualms about it because I'm sitting there like, I mean, if Wolverine's allowed to do it, then why can't I?
The fact that this orange ass pumpkin-headed son of a bitch, DOS launched himself at a flying dragon who's minding its own business, just to say hello with a headbutt.
Of course. How else do you say hello?
Flying in, headbutts, grabs his face. You and I are gonna be friends now. Don't even get a say in the matter. And then somehow I'm careening, of course, going crashing to the ground.
Just to state, Dio is not a pacifist. He just doesn't. You just don't see him fight a lot.
No, he's on point. I mean, like I said, it's like, you know, it's one of the things that keeps the stories interesting. It's like, you know, we interact with situations differently. DOS is fucking, you know, fairly bruiser. Fucking is like, Dio's fairly more like, I want to sit there and stand back and just like see what the hell's going on, and then I'll react accordingly. You know, fucking angry. Weirdly enough, for the name. Weird enough for name's sake is like, oh, it's like I'm going to stand back and then take my advantage.
No, it's more like I'm going to watch the carnage unfold, and if I need to interfere, I will. This is none of my business, but this is a good show to watch. It's not my problem until it becomes my problem. DOS slaps the popcorn out in my hand. Okay, now it's my problem.
Now it's your goddamn problem.
But DOS, this is your bar fight. Then why are you here?
Don't question it. Just go with it. Just go.
You just hear Black Betty playing in the background.
DOS having a bar fight, telling me why aren't I jumping in? DOS, I'm stealing the liquor. Oh right, good man, good man. You know what I like. Shit.
Make sure you get the bourbon.
Yeah, like
that was the first thing I took.
Like story-wise, Dio fought DOS to kind of stop this, to help a bartender stop the fight, but this is kind of how DOS and Dio ended up fighting.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like there was a bar fight that happened. Dio and DOS met in said bar fight. DOS got removed from the bar. I'm gonna put it that way.
He proceeded to eat the pumpkin.
After the pumpkin was yeeted.
And landed in a fucking county the next over. Showed up for work the next day. I was like, I remember you.
You son of a bitch.
It's basically the story revealed is that Dio shows up. Dio was the help that was needed for, like, kind of like, it was kind of like one of those, how I opened up the story, like the narration of the story, because we kind of did it on the using Soul Calibur 5, but then it was like when I was storyboarding, like within the last 2 years, I was just thinking like how it's kind of like a running gag of how DOS never really has like a good partner because of his explosive tactics. So,
they don't live long enough to see tomorrow. Let's just put it out like
No, they live. It's just one of those like I can't work with this guy, and he's like fucking got like a piece of his hair like on fire. Like he just storms out.
This
That's
guy's
like,
in a wheelchair. I was like, this guy's too weak. He's
No,
too
it's
fragile.
one of those things where it's like I keep DOS hidden from the audience until like Dio meets him. Cause like for the most part, it's like you kind of see DOS in a like a Dr. Claw kind of way from the storyboards, where it's like you kind of see like from almost chest low to like his arm, and like maybe him like grabbing like a mug or something, and like you hear his voice like, well, if you stop hanging me partnering me up with a bunch of pansies, maybe we can get some work done. DOS, you blew up half a block. You said half.
it wasn't an inhabited half.
Technically, it was half a block, but did you count going all the way down as well?
Oh, we always go all the way down. You know that.
Oh, okay. So for my storyboards, it's like every now and then I'll cut.
I'm not sure what this is, DOS, but we're gonna have to pay attention.
All right. Locate, destroy artillery, destroy satellite. There's a lot of fucking destroying to be done.
Yeah. So
Sounds pretty easy.
I like where this is going. I'm just saying.
yeah. So you go right.
I'm already
And
running
clear
through
artil-
fucking shit. So.
Just try to dodge and move to the right, and
Yeah,
move directly north. There is a line of artillery directly ahead of you. You're going to want to beeline it to the artillery and take it out first,
All right, we'll do.
because it's between us and our main objective. I'll break off to the left, destroy one of the things, and then work my way up from the bottom.
But as Dio was saying,
Yeah, sorry, I had to do a plan of action.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Fine. I mean, briefing is important.
Yeah, especially when we're trying to do shit.
And like also to clarify, Dio is an investigator, so that's mostly why he doesn't fight, because he doesn't want to bring too much attention to himself.
hey, wait, there's that investigator jackass. Get him!
That motherfucker!
You wouldn't know he's an investigator unless he said it.
Or that one guy who somehow knows shit.
Oh, there's always that one guy.
Seriously,
Yeah,
why is there
That's
always
the
that one?
intelligence officer.
Yeah, as I was saying from the storyboarding, I was like kind of brainstorming. It was like every now and then it'll cut to essentially the USPID over in America. The USPID stands for United States Paranormal Investigation Division.
Yeah, it's like kind of like BPRD.
Dio is specifically from the Delta Division.
Fuck out of there! Thank God.
While in my fan fiction of Hellsing Dusk, it's like Rip Van Winkle is with the Sigma Division.
Sigma!
They say that, and I'm just sitting there, it's like, yeah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, so because I wanted to try to keep this I wanted to keep this in line with DOS's story, whereas the world building is more so that since there's been so many Viking pillaging, especially this is like a fucking long ass time since DOS died, and
Yeah, like that is something to like take into consideration. Is like, so there was DOS alive, and then there was DOS dead.
and so it's like ever since Loki has gained quite the sub count.
Yeah, that's the
the,
short version for all that.
The area that from what I've
Right, already down.
from the idea I get is that the area that they live in is basically almost like a barren wasteland.
Yeah,
To where like
yeah,
there's
except
a
it's
lot-
like the frozen north, basically.
so like you got like so many giants attacking, orc invasions, orc armies, ogre armies, trolls.
Right.
Hey, DOS,
Yep.
head towards the main objective. Leave that if that Jaeger comes up, just stop it.
Alright.
Stomp it, but head towards the
Yeah.
main objective.
All right, going that way.
So there's so much pillage and plundering and like so.
Yeah, it's a barren north, basically. It's like, you know, you got tribes fighting and surviving to fucking keep moving, kind of thing.
and so we have like for the most part we have like the bureau or the HQ, which is like the USPID.
Yeah, and we kind of go back and forth on name a little bit because again, it's like we don't have a solid name like lined up for it because it's one of those things like it's a working concept that I haven't fully like conceptualized yet. I've got the big pieces in place. It's just a matter of like the proper naming kind of thing.
Doss, look at your TAC map, and you see that ring ahead of you. You're gonna have to go off to the right. That's a cliff side.
Well, I'm already dealing with shit that's shooting at me.
Yeah, but yeah. So just look at your map, though. You can see that half moon.
Yeah, I got you.
That's a full-size cliff, so go around it.
Oh, you want me to go to the half moon fucking thing?
Well, no, go around it, but go to the objective. I'm just saying that's a cliff right there, and you're not gonna be able to scale it.
I actually did just scale, but okay.
You know what I mean?
No, because I just scaled it.
Not surprised your physics and logic.
Exactly.
Yeah, the Atlas is like a goat. It doesn't obey the laws of physics.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. You're like, oh yeah, you're not gonna be able to climb that. And like I'm sitting there, like I'm at the top, like, sure. I guess I'm not gonna be able to climb that.
Alright, so basically the HQ, with all these events happening, it's just that, it's like they're so short-handed. They're kind of like, you know, that place's authority, so they're so short-handed that they basically have anyone who's up for the job to take on, like, anything from, like, petty thieveries to burglaries to, you know, there's like a couple of ice giants coming in from the north. You want to take care of that kind of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Surprise, bitch!
And so, so this land that Doss lives in now is pretty much filled with like cutthroats, bandits, other bounty hunters, and
yeah, it's just shy of inhospitable kind of thing. But it's like, yeah, it's like, you know, people have made their way out here kind of thing.
Are you talking about the real state? Because I feel like you are.
No, not really. I mean, if you really want to be super technical, it's closer to Trigun.
Oh.
Yeah, whereas like people are fighting to make their own way, and it's like some of them fight in a more, oh it's like oh that's normal. It's like, you know, that's above the board kind of thing. Other people's like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna rob from you, and that's way easier.
Yeah, so like you can just walk in. You can walk in like Akeem and then get robbed like 2 seconds later.
Yeah.
Like in Coming to America, where him and Samir just came to that apartment. Some dude robbed their shit.
Yeah.
Hey man, want to buy a high-class toothbrush? You gonna like it? Hey!
No, Samir, this is how we want it.
Oh, it was a headshot. All day and all night.
So they're like, you know what? Anybody can take the job if you want to take it. We have no complaints. We'll pay you.
Oh God, more artillery.
Yeah, I see it. Walking out of it.
And like,
Here, hold the line. I know I saw where it fired.
Good.
Stay in that blue ring. We need to capture it.
Alright, moving to the blue ring. And staying artillery fire.
that's some King of the Hill shit.
Yep, it really is.
Capture the flag. Betrayal.
Oh, motherfucker.
Betrayal.
I'm about to take a hit.
Betrayal. And
Yep.
kaboom.
Yeah, fucking took a hit through the torso.
Yeah, I'm already hitting them. One of them's down.
Thank you.
Ouchies. Yeah. So essentially, that kind of brings Doss in. That he works a little bit closely with them because of, I believe, the connection with Renee.
Yeah,
And-
Renee is kind of the connection. Is like, oh, well, it's like that's a connection to humanity because ergo Doss doesn't really have a connection to humanity.
I mean, connection as in like it's likely he got there because of Renee. That's what I kind of meant.
Yeah.
One section's down. I'm going for the second.
I'm capturing some shit and walking around in a circle.
Yeah, I got the Artie's attention, so don't.
Thank
worry
you.
about it.
Anytime. I'm literally just killing shit that's in my way at this point.
That's
No.
all you need to do is stay in that circle.
So that kind of gives you the explanation of how Doss gets his booze money.
Yeah, pretty much.
He does work, but there's usually collateral damage.
Well, and yeah, and I mean, that's also kind of like the Trigun parallels. Is like, it's like, I'm very good at what I do. Just shit goes wrong.
Just to be fair, like, especially when he's been working with Dio for as long as we've been doing it, it's like, Doss doesn't really damage shit that much, but it's like, Dio's not really worried about it too much.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Because he's more rational about it. Because it's like, if him and Doss came across like a couple of bank robbers, and it's like, okay, minimal damage is gonna happen.
Yep, turn!
Like, the worst we'll get is probably like a dent in a wall or something.
Alright, it all should be down now.
You say that.
That should do it,
Like,
Commander.
he's like, alright, because Dio will try to minimize collateral damage. He doesn't really tell Doss not to do anything. It's just that if they come across like a couple of petty thugs, like like Ace and John, and they're like, oh man, we're gonna make it big, man. It's like just pull out knives on Dio and Doss. Like, we're just gonna smack them and like.
Oh, that's cute. I like it when they try.
But at the same time, Dio could be like, yeah, the worst that can happen is like they're bank robbers and we just like break a vase or dent a wall. But then it's like let's go back to the bank robber scenario. But now like we're going against a bunch of bank robbers that's using equipment that enhances their strength or artillery.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, there's gonna be fucking holes in the fucking wall if anything.
Yeah.
But then let's go back to the bank robber scenario again, and now for some fucking reason, Abomination is a bank robber, and Dio's like, yeah, almost half a block's gonna be missing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, Dio's not gonna tell Doss not to do anything.
Right.
He's like, Dio's only concern is more about like, are the people safe? Like, if you can minimize damage, that's fine. But he's not gonna be stupid and be like, okay, you're fucking fighting Abomination.
Yeah.
I know something's gonna be missing.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. It's like on some level, it's like especially with like Doss and Dio pair ups, it's like we play off each other. I mean, it's like we played off each other as long as we sit there and like done stories together. In the sense where it's like, oh, well, I hit hard, I hit fast, and I'm not exactly overly concerned about who's in the hit radius. But on the flip side, it's like, I'm also not gonna sit there and like, oh, well, this is like just some thug. It's like, oh, he's trying to fucking rob something. It's like, I'm also not gonna explode him.
Yeah. Now, like,
Why not?
now let's
They
say
won't do it again.
Now let's say Doss gets a little. I know when Doss gets insane, he gets a little bit really excited. So it can be one. It can be one of those little comedic moments where Doss has like a car and he's about to slam it on somebody. Deals like Doss. This is a regular. This is just Steve from Steve the Accountant.
You say that, and I just think of like Free Guy. I haven't seen it yet, but I actually want to.
Oh my god, it's a great fucking movie.
Really? All right.
It's got Ryan Reynolds in it and so many video game references. For someone like us, it's like a great fucking movie.
Yeah, it's just it's basically a silly ass movie for the shits and giggles of it.
Put Ryan Reynolds in Grand Theft Auto Online. That's literally what the movie's about.
It's an open world sandboxy style game. That's the premise that they're in.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, like Grand Theft Auto Online.
Oh, he's got no core. Oh, there it goes. There it is. Fucking cord out. Fuck you. Anyway.
So that's kind of why Dio come to Doss's defense of like Doss is not as brutal as you fucking think. I mean.
Like, yes, yeah. I hit hard, I hit fast, and I'm not very particular about who I hit. On the flip side, it's like, it's kind of like that Predator thing, where it's like, oh, well, you're weak and feeble. It's like, well, there's no point in exploding you.
I'm like, Doss doesn't see a building just because he wants to throw somebody through it. It's just, to Dio, and from what Dio's seen, it's like, Doss just does it if it just happens. Like,
yeah, the way I always kind of compare it is kind of like Kenshiro.
Should do it. I'd say we have dealt a devastating.
Yeah, it's like, like I can fucking destroy a building. Like, it's cool. And I don't care. But on the flip side, it's like, I'm not gonna do it for no reason.
Like for Dio's like, you can't fling Doss through 8 buildings and blame Doss on the building's destruction. Somebody threw him into them.
Thank you. Just because I'm half indestructible doesn't make it my fault.
But at the same time, I can just see Doss gets excited. But at the same time, like Doss Wiggles just happens to get excited during his fights. So like if So like if a fucking let's say like something like I don't know Thanos grabbed DOS and chokeslammed him off a building, and DOS gets up and like tackles Thanos, starts rushing him through different other buildings. It's like that's just DOS. Right. He's like, I'll meet your chokeslam with this.
Motherfucker, you gonna try me?
like even Deal would kind of chuckle at that shit in the background, like this is a fight between men.
Manly men! Men in tights!
Tights.
Like clomp, 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 clomp. So far, Deal pretty much understands DOS's psychology or towards
psychological.
DOS logic.
Well, it's not really like dumb knowledge logic. It makes sense.
He is. Don't let him lie to you.
Like it makes sense because like DOS just, especially as being the Viking that he was, mixed in with this new entity that he became. It's like, I'll meet you on your own level.
Oh, you want to bring the fight to me? I'll bring the fight to you.
Like if DOS comes at you with a 1-story house and you bring a 2-story house, he's gonna make a 3-story house. That's DOS's logic.
I'm gonna up the ante, bitch.
And then I put that in physical terminology where you hit him hard, he's gonna hit harder. Then if you hit him harder, he's gonna hit you harder. And like that's what Deal understands from DOS. And that's why Deal isn't really harsh on DOS with anything.
Like in some of the context, I always kind of think of it as like, you know, kind of like a fight between Juggernaut and Colossus.
Juggernauts.
Yeah, I mean, like
I'm gonna melt you into a cock ring.
the incredible Juggernauts.
Well, yeah, but no, that's what I mean. It's like, you know, you sit there, it's like, oh, well, fucking, like, they're both fucking impressively strong by, you know, like, normal human standards, and they just, like, they'll keep fucking swinging at each other, and they'll get stronger and stronger kind of thing. Like, honestly, like, one of the best visual analogies I've ever thought about, and actually Dio kind of pointed this out to me, so full credit to you, Dio, was actually the fight, and...
Yes, you can, Aki.
Say it again?
Oh, he just repeated what I just... He kind of responded to what I said earlier. I said, "You can't fight me, gay thoughts." And he said, "You cannot fight the gay."
Well, actually, Aki's she's on the female sort.
Ready up when you're ready.
But anyway, one of the best analogies I've ever seen between like Dio and DOS, as far as like, you know, fighting compatriots, if you will, is actually Daredevil season 2.
Oh, Punisher.
Punisher. I like this new Punisher.
Josh Bernthal.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, the Walking Dead one.
Yeah. That's him.
Like the conversation between Daredevil and Josh Bernthal's Punisher was fucking sublime.
Oh my God, it was beautiful. It really was.
I don't remember that.
All right.
The one where he had him tied up and they was on the rooftop.
Yeah.
There was like after the episode when he beat Murdoch after he got dizzy or stunned.
Which one is it from? Is it the Daredevil or is it the Punisher?
No, the one year
Pro. So this is the Daredevil mini Netflix series.
Yeah, it's the Daredevil series, but it's Daredevil 2, season 2.
Ah.
And that's where they introduced his like Punisher and stuff like that. And oh my God, that conversation they had on the rooftop, fucking amazing. Whereas like, you know, Punisher fucking whips the shit out of fucking Daredevil, and it's like, oh well, why?
Oh yeah, he wants it at the fat guy, don't he?
Yeah, he wants Kingpin.
Yeah, that's right. I remember. Never mind.
Yeah. So anyways, like, you know, fucking Punisher ties up Daredevil, and it's like, what? I still have my mask. Why didn't you take off my mask? It's like, it doesn't matter, Red. He's like, what do you mean it doesn't matter? It's like, everybody's trying to understand who I am. I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care. He reminds me of like Batman, just the way he talks.
Hey, he took notes from it, but it's like realistically, is like, you know, Punisher was a quote-unquote answer to Batman.
Was he?
In a broad sense.
I was gonna say the Batman never killed anybody. That's all the Punisher did.
That thing that would annoyed me about Christian Bale's Batman. I was like, what the fuck is with that voice? Like, dude, all you gotta do is sound serious. That's all.
Swear to me.
Swear to me. Tell me about the bears and the rabbits.
What are they?
Why did you say that Josh Bernthal just sounded normal. Like, he sounded like
say that name?
Why did you say that name?
I'm just glad he just came in as a guy who basically stopped caring about the system.
Yeah.
Man, I can feel my blood pressure rise when I do that voice.
But anyway, I mean, if you want to be super specific, technically, DC's answer to Marvel's answer to Batman was Moon Knight. Technically.
Never heard of him. Or her.
It's not that simple, but yeah, you're gonna find out about it shortly.
Why is that?
The Batman that drinks.
Guess who has a fucking series coming down?
Oh,
Moon
cool.
Knight.
Yeah, Moon Knight has a series coming down.
I really wish they'd just make a fucking new Punisher movie with.
Actually, they were talking that Punisher might show up in Moon Knight.
Like, wait, is Moon Knight a movie or is it a series?
It's a series.
I
think it's better when I think it's better when lesser known heroes get like a TV series kind of.
Well, yeah. What is it? She-Hulk's getting a TV series.
Shield's had a TV series.
No, She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
Oh, She-Hulk.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Animated or live action?
Live action.
Oh, that's gonna be terrible.
Oh, don't come in with that negative trash up in here.
I think terrible live action applies to this.
Well, the Hulk, all he is CGI, and you know the TV shows.
Well, yeah,
never
because
have
they. Well, no, you're talking about Disney now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot Mandalorian in and of
Disney,
itself.
yeah, Disney has that was back when the Hulk
Yeah,
movies
I'm
were
not gonna
out.
lie. Sometimes the Mandalorian had better graphics than the movies.
And let's not forget, this is like back then we didn't have that much of a handhold of like CGI technology as we do now.
Yeah, good point.
No, so it's like I would not count She-Hulk out in the slightest, because again, you've got Disney money behind it now.
Yeah.
DOS demo contract, shoot everything.
Oh God, threaten me with a good time. Yes.
Seriously, just imagine if you had Disney.
Also-
had Disney money backing you up.
Also,
on, like, a
like,
lot of things.
who knows? They probably can do good makeup on her, make her look like Gamora. Who knows?
Right.
We have a job to do. This is essential.
What I'm not okay with,
Like they were probably
I'm
like,
waiting to hear this. Carry on.
like they probably would do makeup just to give her the green, but
Yeah.
if it's probably gonna be fast, they would have to use CGI.
Oh yeah.
And
I mean,
they would definitely have to use CGI if they were gonna like bulk her up, depending on where they're going with this, because Jennifer regular and She-Hulk are supposed to be kind of sort of different, because when she becomes She-Hulk, it's like she's like
well, the way I understood it, mind you, the way I understood it, like she was stuck in She-Hulk. She never got to leave it.
I know, but remember she was a regular human before she became it, so they gotta like try to explain that transformation.
Well, I'm assuming like somebody's gonna get hurt, and then Bruce Banner's gonna have to sit there and like transfer blood, because that's exactly how it worked in the comic. Now, they
but
might
you still
change it, and that's true.
But you still have to visually explain like how her transformation from human to She-Hulk's gonna be. Kind of like how in the cartoon, when she became She-Hulk, she got thicker.
Yeah.
It's like how would they visually convey it? Whereas like when before she became She-Hulk, was she like kind of a thin chick? Was she small? You know how Steve Rogers was before he became, Captain America. Before they put
He was a
before they put the serum in him.
No, that's true. And it's like
then he became a beefcake.
I'm not even discounting that, but then it's like, judging from the actor that they have put for She-Hulk, I forget her name off the top of my head, but she is a thin frame. So it wouldn't surprise me if they tried to sit there and do something similar.
Oh my God, Jodie Foster?
No, I'm gonna go with no on that one.
Break. Confident lost. Critical structure damage.
God damn it! Why is that mech always losing its fucking left arm?
It's just there to fuck with you.
Cobalt. It's just always the fucking SRN. It is never not the SRNs.
Oh my God, Natalie Portman.
I learned recently that Natalie Portman was what movie was it?
Well, Aki is over here. Is like, She-Hulk thick, and it's like, she thick.
Jane from. I did not know that was Natalie Portman.
Yeah, she was always also.
I did not know that.
She was also Padme Amidala from Star Wars.
I knew that.
Oh God.
I didn't know.
Why do you gotta bring that on the table?
Because the prequel trilogy was still awesome, buddy.
I'm sorry, you apparently said a wrong word with awesome.
Yeah, just like how you thought Sucker Punch was awesome.
Ooh. Man, we gonna go there, are we? We gonna go there.
Hey,
I will defend Sucker Punch all day and all night.
You bad mouthing the prequel trilogy over here, buddy.
Alright, you go and sit there and tell me with a straight face that fucking is like, oh, I don't like sand, it's coarse and it's rough. That's the Vader we deserve.
Oh, what's that? I didn't know there was parrots in here.
What about him being, a slave? On a planet that was hot and made out of sand and had sand people.
Wait, are you defending it or not? Because I legitimately don't know. It could go either way for that argument.
Take it as you will.
God forbid he mentions why he doesn't like sand to the girl he loves.
Alright, do not come at me with that. It's like,
covered in sand as
I love her so much. My
child slave at that.
Yeah, my dick's been hard since I saw her in a fucking God.
He was a slave. He barely saw women.
I'm not
other than his mom.
I'm not discounting the fact that he didn't see women. That is not my point. My point comes in the fact that it's like, oh my God, you're so amazingly beautiful. Are you an angel?
He's a child.
A young boy.
I don't care.
A young child.
It was bad writing, and you know it.
Whose only female he saw was his mom, who went to become a Jedi. Who was pretty much.
His mom didn't become a Jedi. His mom became basically a surrogate.
I was talking about Anakin. I am detailing his life.
His mom didn't become a Jedi.
Okay, that's it. Hold it, all of you. We are now in movie court. Deal state your peace. Judge Andrews presiding. Deal state your peace. Thus, you wait your turn.
Fine.
God forbid he's under a religion that tells him to shove down his feelings when he can't. Which is why his downfall was his feelings, and he ended up becoming Vader.
My problem's not that. I have zero problems with that. It's like, of course his fucking downfall was his fucking feelings. Because, of course, he didn't have any fucking opportunity to express those feelings. But it wasn't a religion up until he got fucking absorbed by the Jedi Council. Which fucking makes sense. It's like, oh my God, you have no feelings. Blah, blah, blah. No wonder you're a fucking Sith.
Oh, and Das, who was he expressing those feelings to?
His dick? I'm gonna go with his dick for that one.
Sir, I don't want to hear you talk about expressing the feelings to your dick. You're the last person I want to hear that from.
He didn't. It's like, what? In his shoes.
I feel like a friendship is ending.
Not really.
No, this is actually
actually
normal. This is normal.
Believe me, this is normal.
It's like
I've actually done something like this before. Let them say their piece, and then I throw in my 2 cents.
No. You're sitting there like, okay, so this emotional D-bag. Okay, this is my argument. The fact that Vader was such a strong presence, is such a fucking powerhouse, that is like, you know, he was the last of the fucking Jedis in a sense, where it's like, and I stress the Jedi word. I really am stressing it. I understand that.
nah, man, he became a Sith after he killed Windu.
Right, but on the flip side, it was so far removed from that time frame that people had thought it a myth and magic. Because if you watch the original New Hope and shit like that, they refer to it as myth and magic, not reality.
I watched them 8 times, dude.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, it's like, they're so far removed from the trilogy, it's like, they're not even comparable in some points. Like, how do you fucking remove fucking, like, the Force in, like, 10 years? I'm sorry, that just doesn't happen. It's bad writing.
No, not at all.
Well, just think about it. What happened in like World War II with like the Germans and the book burnings? I mean, there was a lot of hate.
No, you're getting way too political for this stream.
Stay on topic, please.
Literally,
way
in the
too far
prequel
for our
trilogy,
topic, sir, and I don't want to have to mute you. We're saying this is movie court, and this will be as such.
This is
Fair
movie
enough.
court, stick to movies.
I was trying to draw parallels.
No parallel drawings
Wrong
here. We're
parallel, let's go there.
You weren't going parallel, you were going perpendicular. We don't do that here, sir.
the Star Wars franchise has always established the Force. However, not everyone knew what the Force was. Only
Well,
people who
there's still arguments of
Let
what
him
the
finish.
Force is.
Let him finish.
It's why non-Force users or people who aren't sensitive to the Force think of it as might or magic. Because nobody really explains it. This isn't like Dragon Ball Z. It's like when Dragon Ball Z, where it's like they use ki. They use ki to fly. They use ki to. They use
ki is basically like, you know, the supplant for like a lot of the power that goes on. Yes, I agree with you.
But at the same time, not every martial artist knows that.
Right. The biggest example of that is Videl. Yeah, because like Videl is a impressive martial artist, but she was not a key user up until like Gohan trained her.
Now, when she started to fly, she was able to manipulate ki.
No, I'm saying up until Gohan trained her.
However, what I'm saying is, not everyone knew about the Force unless you knew about the Jedi. So not every person.
Yes
well,
and
there
no.
were always the stories and stuff.
That's kind of where I'm going at. That's kind of where like the story kind of falls apart. It's like there's always the stories, there's always the myths, there's always the legends. It's like, you know, it's like Lost, whatever the fuck his name was. It's like, oh, well, he was able to extend his life and this, that, and the other. It's like, how did you forget about that in 10 years? I find that hard to believe. I really do.
What are you talking about? You talking about the Force Ghost?
No, not the Force Ghost. It's just... Alright, I know this is cheating a little bit, and I'll take that.
Try to take out its legs.
What are you saying?
I'm salvaging this mech.
Who extended their life?
No, according to Palpatine, there was Darth. I want to say it was Plagueis.
Yeah, that was it. That was Palpatine's. What's his nuts?
Hold it.
Anakin.
Are you talking about the other?
He was doing whatever he can to manipulate Anakin to his side.
I'm not saying you're not wrong. I'm pointing out though, is like, but the stories would stay on. You can't just erase stories like that, especially when it's so commonplace, to the point where it's like, oh, by the way, did you hear about like Thor fucking like sitting there like saving his hammer from this, that, or the other? It's like, you can't just erase that so quickly in 10 years.
So who's erasing one in Star Wars?
Well, in Star Wars, like, by the time that fucking, Luke starts fucking running around, like, Jedi has gone to like myth and legend, and it's like that's where I have a lot of problem with Star Wars.
Yeah,
Compared
yeah.
They
Did
were
you
in
forget about
hiding.
Order
They
66?
were in the self-exile and basically in hiding for so long, and people just kind of forgot about it.
All right, let's GTFO.
That's what you're complaining about.
yeah, that's the short version, I guess. Angry is kind of hitting it to the point then.
Yeah, so they disappeared for like 10 years, exiling themselves. So 10 years can make people think it was a hoax. That's actually a pretty valid.
No, I do not agree with you there. I'm sorry. I mean, yes, you can speak your piece. I have zero qualms about that. It's like you can make your point. I do not agree with that line of logic.
Did you think 10
Like,
years
you
ago
know, a lot of
doing
people
this?
died after Order 66, right?
No, and I'm fully aware of that. And yes, I get the whole idea is like government cover-ups and the whole nine. And I get that too. It's like, but at the same time, it's like I'm not buying full like, oh, it was like they've entered into myth and legend. No, I do not buy that.
10 years is a pretty good time for it to kind of slip away.
Well, it was 10 plus years. By the time Luke is actually introduced, he's already in his early 20s by actual story.
Yeah, 10 years will make Luke Skywalker 10 years old too.
Yeah, it's like,
Aki's over here like sand.
We're talking about Star Wars, Aki. We got into the hardcore nerd tactics here. Because when Luke is first introduced, he's literally in his early 20s, late teens. So by that time, anything that revolves around the Jedi and the Sith, well, the Jedi in general, has been kind of gone out the window for the 66.
Yeah, and I understand that. Don't get me wrong. I understand that the Jedi have been mostly killed and they've been relegated to mostly quote-unquote fables to a point. But, you know, like, that doesn't discount, like, some of the stories and shit. Like, some of the stories that, like, made Vader so strong was because of the fact that just shit went on and the story continued. That's my argument.
All the prequels did was recontextualize why he's like that. But at the same time, it also gives you more context of how Palpatine got into control into the Empire.
You're not wrong, but like my argument against like the prequel trilogy is like, if anything, the mystery made Vader more threatening. If you sit there and explain a villain's backstory to a certain degree, it makes them weaker.
Prequel trilogy actually made it stronger for him.
I don't share that opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't share your opinion on that one.
Okay, we gotta go back for repairs. Our shit's fucked up.
Yeah. Like, me personally, the fact that, like, Vader was ominous and threatening, and the fact that, it's like, metachlorians weren't a thing, and the fact that he could just do this shit by will alone, is like, that made him a threat. It's kind of like Michael from, like, Halloween.
Speaking of which, I'm watching that right now.
Yeah. It was like, the less I know about Michael and how he works is like the more threatening is because I don't know what he's capable of.
Okay, I think I see where you're getting this with the context of it. The fact that he was humanized and understand more about him makes him less of a threat to you.
Yes,
but
exactly.
Because it's literally the fear of the unknown. If you don't know what it is or where it comes from, it scares you. But the more you actually know and understand about it, it actually scares you less.
Ha, he calling you a bitch.
No, I'm not calling him a bitch. I'm calling you a bitch. Sir, I'm calling you a bitch for actually interrupting me. And for that, I will mute you unless you have something to add in to the movie court. So silence in the peanuts gallery.
Wait, yeah, no, Angry, you're hitting it on the head. That's where a lot of my logic goes.
It's the fear of the unknown. If you don't know what it is or what the threat is, it's horrifying. But the more you understand of like, oh, it's this thing because of this happened, it's less threatening and scary, and it's basically takes the wind out of your sails of the actual ride.
Right, okay, and like, for a further contextualization, moving away from Star Wars, let's go to the Alien franchise. Like, I fully enjoy the Alien franchise. And but, yes, there are weak points. I'm not.
Prometheus was the shit.
I'm not saying there aren't weak points. But Aliens 1, amazing movie. Doesn't give you a lot of context about the alien or how it works. Aliens 2 gives you more insight to how it works, and it's fucking still more threatening. Aliens 3 is like, it was there. Aliens 4, it was there.
I like 4.
I like 4 too, but that. A lot of
I
people
like 4 because it was Not because Ron Perlman was in there. That's your problem.
I'm sorry, I have a hard on for Perlman. I'm not gonna lie.
That's the only reason why he actually remotely liked it. I liked 4 because, hey, there's a continuation to this movie series I actually kind of like, and because like, I didn't really care too much. Like, oh, they're explaining it or trying to clone it. Is the fact like, oh, here's a sequel and there's sequelitis, and the thing I did like about it was kind of fun. Like, that movie has a lot of jokes, mean and jokes where shit can just come from.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Okay, so anyway, moving on with things. Then Prometheus happened, and Prometheus, I'm not even gonna lie, Prometheus is a fucking screw the pooch, no matter how you fucking look at it. Because like oh my god, like Prometheus like tries to explain so much, but then at the same time, like it fucks up so everything else.
Wait, hold the fucking phone. What's going on here?
Your land exceeds the. Oh my god, that's a 50 drop ton.
Yeah, that's what I am confused on. Hold on.
How are we gonna do that, by the way?
And that's why Prometheus sucked, because they was pretentious about it.
You're not wrong. But anyway, then Prometheus happened, and they tried to explain some shit about the aliens, like, lore, where it's like, well, it's a prequel to the aliens' license, well, it's like, alright, this is kind of where they came from. And it didn't make any fucking sense. If anything, it made fucking more questions. And then Covenant came out, and to be fair, I'll say that I enjoyed watching Covenant as a movie. If you're talking by lore, I'm sitting there looking at it as like, what the fuck did you just do? It's kind of like the same thing with Terminator in a broader sense. And I'll be quick here on this point. No, I'll be quick on this point. It's Terminator 1 and Terminator 2. Terminator 1, fantastic idea. I get where they were going with that. Terminator 2, I'm sorry, what? That's not the rules you just set down. Alright, and that's my end point to all of this. Is like the rules
here real quick.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, ready up, and I'm going to draw the single and see if this is a glitch.
Okay.
Because if it is, we might need to end the stream for this.
Okay, sounds good. Alright. So, while I'm doing my business. So yeah, so going back to Aliens, which is my original point, like Terminator 1 to Terminator 2, Terminator 2 is still a fantastic movie on its own. But it's a horrible sequel. It really is. But then you look at like Aliens Prometheus and Aliens Covenant, and it's like, I get where they're going with that, but it doesn't make sense in the context of the larger world.
Naturally, this is a problem for
I get what you're going with. I see where you're going with.
Yeah.
Because like you're going back to basically World 1, Scene 1 subject when we were on Star Wars. The prequel movies, the fact that they had to explain where shit come from the 3 original.
Yeah.
That actually takes like the slight thrill ride out of it. Like I said, when it actually explained the unknown, the needed known.
Right, especially it's like what is it? When they sit there and start trying to like throw in metachlorians, it's like, oh, there's metachlorians like higher than Master Yoda. It's like I never want to hear that term again. Like, that term is dead to me. Do not ever fucking bring metachlorians to my table.
Got a metachlorian smoothie with your name on it, DOS.
I understood what metachlorians meant.
No, okay, alright. No, I will fully grant the floor space. Where did you see metachlorians? Because I thought it was an insult. I'm legitimately, that's how I looked at it.
Metachlorians was just used to measure how force sensitive you are. That's it. Everybody else, on the other hand, they just looked at it as like it was Dragon Ball Z. They thought it was like a power level, which was wrong. It's just a unit of how to measure how force sensitive you are. That's it.
I mean, I can definitely fully see where they got the the Saiyan level stuff, because like that's where I thought it was, and I still kind of like put it in that category because that's what it's kind of described as.
And y'all are wrong for doing that.
Well, okay, I'm willing to play ball. I really am. I'm willing to be wrong. Don't misunderstand that.
Don't lie.
No. I'm willing to play with like many a fucking theory. It's like, you know, hey, we can talk this out like civilized fucking human beings, kind of thing.
Ah, you think we're human here?
Well,
You think we're civilized?
well, I mean,
Oh, what?
there's 2 dragons, a golem, and a wolfen, so.
I mean, only time when we get really super civilized when we're talking about, and I don't understand why. But moving on, back to the subject, Star Wars.
Yeah, no, it's like, no, I'm sorry. It's just like it's the way it's presented in the movie. It's just like it's so base. It's like it definitely sounds like level caps.
I don't know.
You know, it's like, oh, well, it's like even Master Yoda doesn't even have a level that high, and it's like I understand part of that is like, oh, well, Anakin doesn't have the training that Yoda does. That's why he's not as powerful.
That's that fan headcanon shit that like people like to fucking put into other people's heads.
Yeah.
That really is.
Well, I mean, there's that, but there's also like, you know, the complicated story with like canon in Star Wars. Star Wars is actually one of the most complicated stories for canon.
I mean, any long running series is. Have you seen Flash Gordon?
No, you're not wrong, but you also have to understand is like according to back in the day before the prequels were official, before they were a thing. There was books and stuff that integrated into the universe, and in which the Jedi pretty much did anything they fucking wanted, and they were fully viable as a standalone consulted representative of a planet, and had zero fucking anybody looking at them. And and like it was all canon, like legitimate. All of it was canon. Like they were peacekeepers, they were warriors. They were negotiators.
Yeah, a lot of these stories were Knights of the Old Republic and anything after Return of the Jedi.
Well, yeah, but then you start getting into the prequels, and they try to incorporate so many of these elements that are in the novels that later became no longer canon.
That's what I hate, when they make something canon and then undo it.
Yeah.
Well, okay. That one was because like the latest prequel. That's why. That's what.
Yeah,
screwed
Disney
up.
did that shit.
Yeah, those ones
George
are no
Lucas-
longer.
No,
canon.
no, no, no. You are not correct on that. I can tell you right now, George Lucas was the one that pulled the trigger on that one.
What the latest prequels?
No, no, no. The latest sequels, like, or the sequels as they're referred to, or I'm going to refer to them, the sequels. No,
Clone Wars was a canon. Why you think
no,
you gotta-
no. Clone Wars is one of the few exceptions that was allowed by Lucas to be canon.
Yeah, so was Force Unleashed.
Yes, Force Unleashed. Well,
Sadly.
wait, Force Unleashed, that was,
New ones.
best
The
character-
new trilogy.
Part of the prequels, yes.
oh, yeah. So, like, the prequels or the sequels?
Prequels.
Force
Not a
Unleashed.
sequel.
Force Unleashed takes place after the prequels, but before Luke Skywalker.
No, the Force Unleashed. Oh, the video game. I forgot about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that one. Okay, that's
yeah.
what I needed.
I
Thank
was
you.
thinking of the Force Awakens. That's my bad.
Ew! How dare you?
That's
Yeah,
why.
I know that.
That's why I was
like,
confused for a minute. It's like, wait.
Go wash
Alright.
your mouth up for ugh.
Oh yeah,
How dare you.
Force Awakens takes place like 30 years after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, Force Unleashed is also canon too. But Lucas himself said that.
See, yeah, Force Awakens is what did that shit like, fucking Jedi. Jedi's are real? I thought it was just a myth. That
Yeah,
was Force
that-
Awakens saying that shit.
Yeah,
Well,
that in itself
actually,
is not
no, you're wrong on that. I can tell you're wrong on that. There's a line of books that was released before. That was released after the original trilogy and before the prequel trilogy. That basically, like, they were just the misadventures of, like, everything going on. They took place before, during, and after the original trilogy.
Okay, so who were those books about? Like, who were the characters? Were they
So,
Jedi too?
some of them, yeah. So, like, some of them were like George. Some of them were like, Luke, some of them were Han, some of them were original characters, like, they danced around Jedi, they danced around, like, Independence, they literally did the full gambit. Like, because basically what Lucas did was, like, he's like, oh, if you want to write something about Star Wars, I will fully consider it canon. And then the prequels happened. And then he fucking went back like a motherfucker and is like, that's not canon, that's not canon, that's not canon, but I'm going to steal all your ideas for my prequels.
I don't know. Seems to be a lot of canon stuff.
I'm telling you, like, Star Wars is one of the most confusing fucking things to deal with canon.
I get what you're going with. The fact that Lucas decided to retcon stuff from other works,
right?
Accordingly, it's like what's grinding your gears.
Right. He both like, oh yeah, you can fully like run with it and do whatever the fuck you want with my characters, my world, and whatever. And then he retconned it as like, no, you can't do that. And then he retooled it to make the prequels.
I get it.
And that's a retcon.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright, I'm ready to save the game.
Just like how they retconned the Patara earrings.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong at all. But I'm just saying, it's like, you know, it's a gross over-exaggeration to sit there and say it's like, oh, well, it's like, you know, the Jedi weren't this or weren't that. It's like, no, they really weren't. They were everything, and that was the problem.
So technically, if he retconned it, but actually recontextualized it another way, it's still technically canon.
Well, you say that, and then, like, you get other shit where it's like, well, this disagrees with that. It's kind of like Boba shit. Like, for years, Boba has been dead since Return of the Jedi. But die-hard fans have sit there and says, like, oh, Boba's not dead. He escaped the Sarlacc pit. Because he escaped the Sarlacc pit. And then it wasn't until you ran into fucking the Mandalorian, it's like, oh, by the way, Boba's not dead finally. It's like, are you fucking serious? Like, people have been riding this wagon for 10 years, and you have given zero effort to all of this.
Dude, it's been over like 40 damn years.
You know what I mean, damn it.
That's literally a Disney thing. That's literally a Disney thing.
Hey,
Like, you're literally picking and choosing at this point now.
Yeah, and by the time Disney gets it, if Disney gives you a truckload of money and says this character ain't dead, you better start retconning your shit.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like, Lucas has no say in it anymore. Lucas is bought outright. He has literally zero license on the fucking thing anymore at all.
Cause I'm over here staying on subject about between the prequels to the OT series.
All right. If you want to stick to that, we can stick to that.
Between Force Awakens to Mandalorian, which is like something else made.
Yeah, we can throw out the sequels, we can throw out the Mandalorian, we can throw out all that, and I fully agree with you on all that. But no,
stick to the original 6 movies.
Sticking to the original 6 is like, even if you want to go with that, it's like they don't fucking make a lot of sense. And there's a lot of pandering, like a lot of pandering.
Oh well, thanks. It's science fantasy, man. It's hard to make a lot of sense of a lot of things, dude.
No, it's not. How many series have fucking sit there, ran out on their own and made their own thing? Fucking Firefly has a devoted fan following just because of the fact of one series they made, and it was really good.
So are we talking about narratives or fan bases?
I mean, I guess in some ways both, but I guess, how do you want to go about this?
Because if you're talking about narrative, we're talking about narrative. If we're talking about fan base, you can't use like fan influences and whatnot. Now, yeah, there could be some influences into it, but we're talking about like how metachlorians are basically a reading of how force sensitive you are. We're talking about how this recontextualized what Vader wants to do, or how Vader became the person he is.
Okay, all right. So sticking with the metachlorian argument. Is like they sit there and like talked about how like force sensitive Anakin was. Sure, okay, I'm cool with that. It even explains the pod racing. I have defended that to the end of the world. It's like no, that fully contextualizes like why fucking Anakin was so good at the pod racing stuff. But they don't do anything with it. They're sitting there like, oh, it was like he's stronger than Yoda, and it's like, well, it later shows that he's clearly not stronger than Yoda, as near as I can tell, because fucking Luke fucking like stomps the shit out of him later.
No, the thing is that he's more raw power, but at the same time, he's not as knowledgeable and skilled as Yoda, which is why it led to a lot of his mistakes.
I am actually listening to you, DD. I'm just having two conversations at once, so carry on.
No, it's fine. I found a Stalker 3FB, which is the Royal Battle Mech Division.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it is a 85 ton, and it's got Artemis 15s and ER large lasers and double heat sinks and an XL engine.
Is it a new toy for you?
Yes, it is a new toy.
Blow it up. Blow it up.
And ECM.
You can't go wrong with that. I'm not even gonna lie. Is that for a wingmate or is that for a us kind of thing?
That's for me.
Hold on, I gotta whip this out real quick.
I love me stalkers.
Anyway.
Sadly, it doesn't have 4 missiles. It's only got 2.
Anyway, okay. So getting back to this Star Wars argument for a bit, it's like, yeah, no, like I find the pandering from the original trilogy, or excuse me, the OC trilogy to the prequel trilogy, I find it pandering. Whereas, like, oh, well, we're just trying to shoehorn as much shit as we can in and fucking make some toys and make a bank. And it's like, well, it's great and all, but it's at the sacrifice of the narrative. I find the narrative of the prequels weaker than the original series because they sit there and it's like, oh, well, it's like they started explaining shit, and that was the main problem. It's like, I don't need to know how fucking, like, the Force works on a physical level. The midichlorians did not even need to be brought to the table. It was like, you know, a just understanding of the way, kind of like Rogue One, if you will. And I know that's technically cheating on this conversation because Rogue One was brought later.
The midichlorians was just a reading level. That's all it was.
I felt it unnecessary. I really do. That's just my opinion about the whole thing.
That's just their way of finding out who's Force sensitive and who they can probably have the possibility of recruiting into a Jedi. That's all.
Oh, there wasn't really a possibility. They just went and kidnapped him.
Well, that's the other thing too. They even sit there and said that he's not a good candidate for, like, going to the Jedi Academy. They said that multiple times in the first movie.
Yeah, I know.
He was too old, though, wasn't it? Isn't that
yeah, he was too old and he was too attached to his mother.
He was like 10 years old, while most younglings are like 6.
Yeah.
6, like basically 5 and 7, like 5 through 7. Something like that.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, oddly enough, they were right on the money. He would not be a good Jedi. Surprise, surprise!
Who would have known?
But yeah, no, it just... And again, it's like, I touched on this angry, and angry at least gets where I'm going with this. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like them explaining, like, you know, Michael. And it's like, I don't want to know how Michael works, or how he fucking teleports, or fucking is suddenly able to fucking sneak up on people. It's like, that's not the important part of the fucking conversation. The narrative's the important part. I don't need to know how they do that.
Thank you, Rob Zombie.
Basically, as long as whatever credible threat is not ruined, well, by Dawson's standard, ruined by some sort of prequel to fully humanize and anchor this person down to Earth, it's the credible threat kind of goes away.
Yeah, and it's like, you tell me it's like, oh, well, Michael's just a standard guy who was mistreated by his family and thrown in an insane asylum. It's like, so he's no stronger than anyone else. So all his inhuman feats seem like bullshit now.
Yeah.
And, you know, by further extension, and again, I know I'm reading into sci-fi, but it's like, all the shit was like, oh, from like Anakin to fucking Vader is like, okay, so this is what happens and this is how it works. It's like, well, now it's just bullshit. So
not really.
that's the way I read it. I agree. It's a very black and white view, and I get that.
Gotta remember, Obi-Wan said it best. It's from a different point of view.
Oh Obi-Wan fucking lied, and we all know it.
God damn, Doss.
Let us know how you really feel.
Seriously, though.
Yeah, because another thing that the prequel trilogies helped sold out is that it showed you like how you can become a Sith too, as well as a Jedi. And they actually gave you a lot of examples of how things work. But at the same time, he also played on like the stories that Obi-Wan brought up in the OT, such as, yeah, I was there during the Clone Wars. Your dad was a really good pilot, and even for shits and giggles, it kind of just touched up on those things.
Well, yeah, but one of the other lines he says in that thing is like, Andy was a really good friend. But then you watch the prequels, and listen, he just talks shit about Anakin the entire time.
Isn't that what friends do?
Yeah, just like how Doss and Dio talk shit to each other.
No, okay, no. It's like, I see where you're going.
No.
No.
That's what
I
true friends do. We talk
completely,
bad shit.
I completely see where you're going with this. I do. I legitimately was like, oh, well, it's like, yeah, this, that, and the other. It's like, oh, I fucking like slam you, you slam me. That's how we fucking sit there and talk as friends. I get that. I do. Don't misunderstand that. From the banter,
everything he says.
However, I will put the fucking exclamation mark here, or the asterisk, or whatever the fuck it is. I will put the asterisk here. Is like, I didn't get that from their banter. I just sit there and it's like, I looked at it as like from what they were talking to each other, it just looked like two petty jackasses talking to each other.
All right. And how does that look at from an outside of our conversation, guys?
All right. Like I said, this is about narrative. Remember,
and that's fair. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Obi-Wan Kenobi was looking at the son of his former best friend. What kind of distraught would he want to put Luke through?
Well, he's not Qui-Gon's son.
Your father killed 14 younglings with that laser sword you're holding.
Thank you. That was another thing.
Yeah.
God.
Like I said, he was looking at his best friend's son, and he's thinking, I don't want to pretty much say like fucked up shit about your dad. But I'm gonna tell you like the good shit about your dad.
But he did murder children with that thing.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Would you tell someone's child that you was a friend to for such a long time? That kind of shit.
I don't know.
Okay,
it depends
okay.
on how pissed off I was.
Well, okay. So I know we're not counting the sequel trilogy. I understand that, but I have to make a point.
Okay. Make your point. Here's your soapbox, Doss.
Thank you. All right. So they're like, they have to get that specific dagger so they can sit there and find the like location of the MacGuffin for some bullshit. It's like whatever. And then Rey's like, oh, this dagger has been used for nothing but evil. Sitting there holding fucking Anakin's lightsaber.
The Youngling Slayer 3000.
heard you want to kill kids.
Right. Yes, game. Sure. We'll go with that logic.
Yeah.
Yes, a child murder 3000.
Again, I understand that we're not counting the sequel trilogy. I get that, but I had to point that out.
Yeah, you also got to understand that in the prequels, in Attack of the Clones, he was still his student. From Clone Wars to the Clone Wars series, and then Revenge of the Sith. That only then at that point when they started being more on like kind of the same each other's level, because that's when he stopped being a Padawan.
Well, I know by Revenge of the Sith, there's that big scene that has been fucking like mimicked to death for fucking like jokes and jokes and jokes. Is like, you know, I'll approve you of the council, but I do not grant you the rank of master. And I'm pretty sure that's in Revenge of the Sith.
Yes.
Yeah. I had to remember Anakin's hairstyle.
Yeah. And even I'm sitting there looking at it, it's like, alright, sure, whatever. And you are right, it's like, yeah, it's like they were technically like student and teacher in that like paradigm, including the Clone Wars, which I'll be fully honest. I have not fucking played the Clone Wars, so
from Phantom to Attack of, he was his Padawan.
yes, and
Now,
including the Clone Wars.
Now the part where there's definitely a huge gap to you, because when you saw Revenge, you was like they was taking pot shots. You have to watch the Clone Wars mini series.
Which
Yeah.
The
is
one that has
actually
the Ahsoka
canon.
in it.
Yeah.
That's when they really.
Okay. You misunderstood then. It's like I was actually referring to the miniseries, but yes, you are correct. That is the big like circle. Is like I don't understand what that is.
Yeah, that's the gap that's you haven't seen yet. That's why in Revenge of the Sith, that they were taking pot shots at each other, and you was like, "Where's that from?" It's like, yeah, you didn't see that series. That's why.
Yeah, that's the part of the stuff that you're actually missing context.
I mean, all right, I get that too, but it's like from just going off the basics. And yes, I know technically, yes, I get it. Technically, I'm missing part of the canon because I didn't watch the Clone Wars. I get it. You don't have to fucking remind me about it. But it is alarming how much of a tone difference is between the two.
Well,
And yes, I get it. I get it. I understand. Giant hole, got it. You don't have to remind me.
You got it. In narratives, you got to take account the years that has gone by. He was a teenager in Attack of the Clones. He's a full-grown adult in Revenge, so he's like at least in his 30s.
No.
So when he's Vader, he's like in his 50s, roughly.
No.
He's actually when he first becomes Vader. Or
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Angry. I was about to make this point.
That's where
When I say I said when he's Vader. I didn't say when he becomes Vader.
Okay.
I'm saying when he is Vader. Then now I'm in the OT territory now. At that point, he has completely succumbed to anger, despair, hatred.
Yeah.
All that is swelling inside of him, and he's the badass Vader that we knew.
Yeah, he's roughly in his late 40s, early 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I would agree to that context, and I understand that. And it's like, but that's the point that I'm getting to originally. And yes, it's like, they went back and they sit there and kind of told the story. It's like, oh, how Anakin became to Vader, but that weakened the whole argument. That was what it was to me.
You gotta crawl before you walk, dude.
No, you don't.
Das. We've had this conversation.
Thanos did not crawl, damn it.
Okay, this is two different entirely worlds and all that.
No,
stuff,
it's not. Disney owns both.
Yes, Disney owns both.
Oh my
but
God.
I understand Disney owns both, but last time I saw Star Wars, I ain't seen no big purple booger coming here with a metal glove looking for fucking gems.
I'm not saying like okay, as a fan of Firefly, completely different sci-fi territory, doesn't fucking prelude to the rules of Star Wars or fucking like Marvel and the whole nine. I get all that. And yes, it's like, yeah, you gotta fucking build up the shit to make it work. The problem was when you sit there and made the prequels, I think it made the OC weaker.
You mean the OT?
OT, however you want to phrase it, sure.
Alright. Who's got the Starbucks Wi-Fi?
Like, sitting there trying to explain away, like, metachlorians and how the shit works, how the Force works, and all that stuff. No, that's not the point here. That's not the point. The fact they even broached the subject, the fact they even sit there and fucking rose-scoped about it, sitting there is like, made it weaker. Just like in Halloween when they sit there and tried to explain Michael. And it's like, oh, well...
You're running around in
circles. Everything with a midichlorian is like arguing old technology versus new technology. It's like
that's Dio Das is basically just going on about he didn't like the fact that they humanized Vader. That's actually what made him like weaker.
Sure. I mean, for layman's terms, yeah. I guess that's the best way to put it.
Yeah, the fact that they humanized him and basically made the unknown to known. He didn't like that. Basically, why he didn't like the prequel series.
Yeah, it's like it. Like you took all the mysticism out. You took the heart out of it, and that was my opinion.
Yeah, but the point is about Star Wars is that it's more of a story-driven thing than a character-driven thing.
Well,
However,
but it became character driven, and that's my issue with it.
Das,
If you're
hold,
gonna make
das,
the
das. Hold,
alright,
hold, please.
alright,
Deal.
alright.
Proceed.
Ready up.
because you saw perspectives from many different people. Amidala handled the diplomatic side, and then the Jedi's had their side, and then at the same time with Anakin, you started beginning to see the Sith side. So like that's more of a world building kind of difference. Now, yeah, he becomes Vader, but we also see step by step how he went from A to B instead of just jumping from A to Z. But like, you got to separate Anakin from Vader because he was somebody that swelled up and becoming that, and it's just showing you like you see Darth Maul, he's a Sith, but you gotta see through Anakin what happens or what takes place to go down the path of a Sith.
Right.
And that's what most people really find more intriguing. Not just because he became Vader. It's like, that's what reignited things like Knights of the Old Republic.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if you want to get into like more actual story driven through the books and other lore within Star Wars, they technically never, well, with the exception of basically getting this shit destroyed, you always have the same lightsaber, and depending on how in tune you are to what side of the Force you are, it actually changes the color of your lightsaber.
Yeah, I mean, that was the closest to dictation. It was like, you know, how the Force worked, quote unquote. And that was part of the journey, but it was a very individual journey kind of thing. It's like you saw how it grew with a person.
Right, because like each kind
and also Vader was already humanized by the time he met Luke.
Yeah.
When he called out for his son at the end of Empire Strikes Back, he was already humanized.
Well, yeah, but that was according to if you're going by the logic of the first movie, is like according to the first movie, Vader was not Luke's son, or Vader was not Luke's father.
Yeah, now you're talking about production thing. You can't use that.
I know, but why do I have this jackass sitting on top of me? Get the fuck out of my way! Damn! I swear to God, there was a Shadow Jaguar fucking like walking in front of me. It's like, the fuck, dude, move!
But anyway, DOS.
Anyway, getting back on subject. Yes, that's my main problem with the prequels. Is the fact, like, yes, it's like it tried to sit there and explain the unexplainable, and like I felt the mysticism of the whole thing fucking added to the allure of it, and it went from a imperial threat of like rebels trying to fight against an empire to like a family feud.
Thus, every Star Wars is a family feud.
That's quite literally.
That's kind of my point, and that's why I think they're all weak because of that.
Guns up, engaging.
Right. You understand this, DOS.
I stand by my statement.
I understand. I get it. I understand. But to make the statement short,
like every Star Wars,
you did not like the prequels.
Like
yes.
Well, it's like the prequels have potential, but it's like they sit there and it's like, oh yeah, it's like no, it's like we could do cool shit, but it's like, why would we do that? It's like, let's do something stupid and basic.
So you want some sort of weird, elaborate scheme behind everything?
I mean, to be fair, if you want weird, elaborate scheme, let's talk Palpatine. You want to talk Palpatine? We can talk Palpatine.
Are we gonna get in the sequel trilogy again?
No, technically this is all prequel. Tell me it wasn't a weird, elaborate scheme that he came up with.
It was a weird, elaborate scheme that he came up with.
It was a scheme of genius.
You are giving that man a lot of fucking credit.
The only problem that he had with
maybe if you actually watch prequel trilogies again, like maybe several more times, you kind of get like how he played everyone from the beginning.
Oh no! I do not at any point sit there and think the man was unintelligent or did not play everybody around him. At 0 point did I think that. I'm more amazed that everybody around him let him do it. That was my problem.
Because they didn't see it.
Blind to the dark side they were.
Palpatine literally made himself as like this caring, kind, generous man.
Really? Really? You look at Palpatine, you sit there and say, it's like, that's a caring, kind man. No.
Again, you're arguing against what you saw versus narrative. It's like, in universe, this is what they saw. As an audience member, you're seeing something different.
All right, that's fair. I'll take that argument. I will take that argument.
First person perspective.
I mean, he was beloved by the people.
He was.
It bewilders me how, but sure. All right, but then again, you know.
Come on.
And then when he got attacked by Mace Windu, he even used that to get people furthermore on his side.
Which also didn't make any fucking sense. All right, can I point that out at least?
Okay, so I know the lore why he looked so funny looking.
He
so
took the lightning to the face.
Dark side skill, it's called like mask or something, and it basically is like an illusion, because that like what he looked like afterwards is what is the physical manifestation of embracing the dark side. That's why Dooku never looked like he was in the dark side, because he never embraced it fully like Palpatine did.
Alright. Can I also point out that, you know, it's like, you know, Palpatine wouldn't look like that if he stopped shooting electric?
That too, because like every time the Sith used, like, the electric.
That's what I'm saying is that the power that backfed to him caused the illusion to break.
Yeah, because like every time a Sith would use that whole little lightning thing, it actually drains their life.
No, but like, at the same time, it's like, wouldn't your first thought be like, stop using that? I'm sorry, that's what my first thought would be.
Hey, Dallas, I got a counter argument.
Alright, I'll listen. I will listen to this. I'm not against it.
Don't you think Vegeta stopped getting hit by attacks if he stopped trying to take him full on?
Yeah!
And stop getting shot.
Not really, because actually, like, Vegeta has gone forward. Fucking, so there's like, hey, hit me hard so I can, recover from it.
There you go.
What do you think
That's the same
Palpatine's doing?
difference.
He wants the power struggle. He wants to pretty much proclaim dominance, just like how Vegeta does.
It's the same difference, Sauce. It really is.
Like they said, it's about principle at this point.
All right, no, I buy that. I don't agree with the Mace Windu fight. I really don't.
What you said? What you said, motherfucker?
Well, besides the fact Samuel L. Jackson he asked for a different colored lightsaber to be distinct from everyone else, and George Lucas said, "Okay, sure." And gave him
I don't even care.
That was that. But if Anakin did not interfere, Mace would have had that fight. Yes.
Yeah.
We know.
Thank you. All right.
Because Mace Windu was the Order's best duelist, and him and Kit Fisto, the green one
guy
that was struck down like instantly, they were the two best duelists, and Mace Windu used Form 7 or something, which embraced a minute amount of dark side influence to use effectively.
Which actually, in the lore, when people get into the different colored lightsabers,
it means something.
Yeah, because Mace actually, his lightsaber was inherently blue, but since he embraced some of the actual principles behind the dark side of the Force, his lightsaber turned purple. His actually symbolizes proper balance between light and dark.
He was known more as a gray Jedi. He wasn't.
Yeah, no.
Light or dark.
I actually am familiar with the gray Jedi idea.
Yeah.
And that's what Ahsoka actually wound up turning into post Clone Wars.
Well,
and also
she
the reason he still uses Sith lightning in that bit is like he used that moment to keep trying to convince Anakin that the Jedi are evil.
Oh no! I'm not even undermining the fact that it's like it was straight manipulation. I fully agree it was straight manipulation. It's like, I'm gonna keep hurting myself until you fucking come save me. But I'm sitting there just like, Anakin should have been sitting there looking at us like, stop using Force lightning.
careful now.
mean, if that's your only defense between that and getting a laser sword to the face.
It wasn't! The guy was fucking backed up! He was holding off fucking laser attacks! It's like, dude, if you stop using force lightning, he's not going to deflect it at your face!
But he was using it so he can try to make a convincing argument.
No. And I fully agree with that part.
But
Anakin should have put his thought fucking forward and was like,
but Anakin was caught between, should he help Palpatine or should he stay with the Jedi? That's what his mind was at.
And I understand. This was a big breaking point. Like, oh, will Anakin go left towards the Jedi or right towards the Sith? I get that. I completely understand the full argument of the scene. I'm just saying it's ludicrous on paper.
Not really, because it actually works as a narrative. Because this further proves why Anakin is not fit to be a Jedi Master.
He's too indecisive with his decisions. End up basically.
Well, yeah,
his emotions.
Yeah, it's not his decisions; it's his emotions that he's having problems.
It's an emotion that's guiding his judgment, which is why Mace ended up dying.
Yeah, well, technically no. If we're going to get into a Boba argument, but yeah, no, technically Mace didn't die from that.
What, getting his arm cut off and out the window?
Yeah, technically he survived that.
He received his L.
Yeah, he got an L and then he fucking came back later. Yeah. I swear to God, there's actually a thing about this. I'm not gonna.
No, I know what you're talking about. I know.
It's just me.
But yeah, if well, let's just say that Anakin as a person before becoming Vader is the complete dumbass.
All right, I'll agree to that.
There you go. That story conversation. Move on.
Now we spent like the last hour on it.
Seriously, like move forward. Yeah, Anakin as a person is an idiot. He was so indecisive he literally became an edgelord for no apparent reason. In the fact that that was fully explained. How he became super edgelord of scariness is what you do not like.
Pretty much. You know, it's just like, crawling in my skin.
No, wrong ending, guy. This is Star Wars. We gotta do a perfect.
Hey, real quick. Dos, do you want to keep going?
Yeah, let's keep going. We've got a little more time if you're willing to.
Oh, I need to get up in the morning and it's midnight.
If you want
Star Wars credits.
Way better.
If you want to talk about it, you're more than welcome to. We can put a pin in here.
All right.
Alright, well either way, that is Dueling Dragons. This has been a very long argument about Star Wars that is in a MechWarrior fucking game, so don't ask me how that works. I have been Dos Wiggles.
I am the Angry Dragon. With us was our unusual, kind of usual guest, DD or Dark Dragon.
Yes.
As well as our ever-returning co-host ever so often, JNGR Automation, or our buddy Dio.
I love it when you talk to her. Alright, peace y'all.